Hello. Welcome back to the Chrissy Chaos podcast, the CCP. That's right, government-controlled China. And we are here. We're coming to you live from the Conjuring home that we do the podcast from. The spirits are here. We have...
I love an audience.
Love an audience. Yes, well, that's why, like... Here's the thing with my pod, when you look at the numbers, you have to multiply. You have to at least give it 20 more because there are spirits lingering around. So it's very difficult for me. I'm never just talking to one guest. I'm talking to my one guest plus the spirits. Hey, Angela.
And all the voices in your head.
Exactly. Shout out schizophrenic. Shout out mental health. That's what we're here to do. The one and only, you know her by that giggle. Hannah Berner, folks. Hannah Berner's on the pod.
God. What an honor to be on. Chris, you're my favorite on Guy Code.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't tell anyone though.
Shout out 10 years ago.
No, but I was like, that's, I mean, what are you, Queens or Brooklyn?
Queens.
Same thing. So you're Queens boy, Brooklyn.
What part of Queens are you from?
I'm from Park Slope, Brooklyn.
Oh.
My husband's Flushing.
True.
We're just like New York City trash.
Your husband, the great Des Bishop, great comedian, many people know, from Flushing, white man, speaks fluent Chinese, and me and a kind of growing contingent of comedians we're trying to figure out.
Learn Chinese?
Well, not to learn Chinese. We're trying to figure out if Des is in fact working undercover with the communist Chinese government.
Well, this is the thing with Des. He has 2 phones, right? So first thing you'd think, like, he has a secret family.
Sure.
And then I was like, if my dude's going to learn a new language and learn how to text in Mandarin to fuck another girl, have at it.
Put in the work.
Respect.
He put in the work.
He deserves everything he gets in life.
Yes, he's not just trying to get some fucking girl from a bar. He's like,
No.
I'm literally going undercover with enemy governments to get pussy.
He's playing a long game, and honestly, it's like if he's going to think I'm that witty that I would have figured him out,
We
respect
respect
him.
it.
Yeah.
And you know what else we respect? Positivity.
Yes.
This is the positive potato. This is my daughter's positive potato. It says positive potato. I may be a tiny potato, but I believe in you. Go do your thing. So since you're playing, we're dressed here. Hannah, by the way, the reason why we're dressed in tennis outfits is Hannah, great tennis player, loves tennis. I used to work at the U.S. Open. I'm actually a member of the prestigious West Side Tennis Club, and they tried to charge us way too much money to do a bit on their tennis court. So we said, fuck it, we're going to get the positive potato, and we're just going to just play tennis in my living room. Why do I pay money for this membership if you're going to charge me money to use the fucking court? I would have tagged you and everything, scumbags.
Jazz is looking over like, I worked really hard to establish a relationship with this.
Yes. Yeah, but then you know what? Edit it out, Vito. I don't give a shit.
Just bleep it. Bleep.
This positive potato.
Bleep
You go fuck yourself. All right, here. This is my daughter's purple racket here.
Thank you. Your daughter's racket.
My
Good.
daughter's racket here. And then here, I just wanna lobby it to you. I just want to
Yes.
say you're a positive potato. There you go. Okay.
That was good.
And then every time we have a bit, something positive. If you're feeling negative at all during this show, you just hit that positive potato back.
You love a segment.
I do love a segment.
You love a cute segment.
I do love a cute segment. What I don't love is my white thighs. Can someone give me a blanket?
You chose this outfit for
I know.
yourself.
I literally was like, what will make me look even whiter? Wear all black. Well, this is the thing. I wanted to dress like I'm playing tennis. And so what I have on is my daughter's headband, Jasmine's sweater, a button-down shirt, and shorts because they have the underwear built into them.
Yes, those are the best ones because you just roll the ball in.
Do women have shorts with the underwear built into them? Do you have like built-in thongs to shorts?
This is spandex underneath, and this is for the ball.
Okay.
For our YouTube watchers.
There it is.
Anyone who's into that kind of shit.
Guys,
and you
please,
sick fucks.
guys, listen to me. I know that you're going to go home and freeze frame this and do that. Please don't tag Hannah or myself in them.
No.
That's for your own personal use. We respect
Tag the
it.
West Side Tennis Club.
Go be, yes, tag that. Yes, that. Great. See, this is why Hannah's a profesh. You're going to do, if you want to do that, that's what you tag the West Side Tennis Club in. Whatever you and your fucking lotion looking at Hannah's legs.
Chris, I have to say, your US Open ball boy bit came up on my feed, and I laughed so fucking hard because when you grow up in New York City, all your friends are the ball kids.
Yes.
And it's true, like you'd be watching Federer and then you'd be like, is that fucking Stephanie? And you would just think she's doing ketamine like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I dated a guy who was doing it, and it's so funny because they get so abused by the Russians.
Dez is in his car going, Nelohinga.
Look at you throwing some Chinese around.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
No,
I learned that in Wayne's World.
No, but it's so true. All these kids hate the fucking job. Their
Dude.
parents make them do it to keep them out of trouble. And they're on fucking Ash doing like serious stuff.
We didn't even know, like, that's the thing is like, I remember like being a 16-year-old kid and us going into Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is a stadium, and us being like, yo, who even is Arthur Ashe? They were like, and then we would like make like cigarette jokes, like and then he's like this pioneer tennis player that died, unfortunately, of AIDS.
Yes.
And like we had no idea, and we're like doing all these Arthur Ashe cigarette jokes. And then people were like, I remember our superior was like, do you even know who Arthur Ashe is? And we were like, I think he died of lung cancer. And they were like, no, he's a professional black tennis player who died of AIDS. And I was like,
a trailblazer.
A trailblazer.
I remember it was all about the food, like how much money they could get for food each day.
Yo, it would to get I'll never forget
so expensive.
The chicken Caesar wrap. They would give us $25 on the card. A chicken Caesar wrap, $19. So you could get that and no drink. And then it's the first time us as kids from Queens, we were introduced to crepes. We did not know what foreign food was. And I remember me and my boy Pat Fingin, shout out Patty Fly Balls, we're looking, and he goes to me, he turns to me, he goes, yo, what's a creepy? And I was like, I think it, and then I said, I think it's Crepe, because we were trying to pronounce it. He goes, it's got Nutella, it's got strawberries. Should we get them? I was like, yeah, let's get them. Yeah. And then he went up there, he was like, can I have a Nutella strawberry creepy? And the guy was like, do you mean a crepe? And we were like, yeah, I guess. And then it was like $23.
When it's just a pancake on Ozempic.
Yes, a skinny mini pancake.
A skinny mini pancake. Yeah. Also, I love.
We should start doing that, by the way. Be like, that girl got a crepe ass.
a crepe ass. I do have to say, I love New York dudes also because whenever you guys talk about kids from your childhood, you have to do full names.
100%.
Like you can't just be like Joe. You'd be like Joe, Stephanos, and the Greek, because and then we call them this.
Because here's the truth. I grew up in Queens. There's 9 Pat Finnegans in my phone. So I have to tell you which one. Is it Patty Fly Balls, Patty Pickles? Like, which one is it? And so, but you see, it's interesting though, because you grew up in Park Slope, Brooklyn, which is real Brooklyn, but let's be honest, it's also kind of like upper class Brooklyn.
So can I plead my case? Can I plead my case?
Well, I'm just going to drink my electrolytes because we're in the second set.
So first I want to preface it with Park Slope cut your throat.
Got it.
Is how I go. That's where I'm from. That's my history.
Okay.
Don't project what you know about Brooklyn onto me.
I am projecting, and Dr. Alan Lefkowitz told me to stop projecting.
Shut up,
the comedian's
Alan.
therapist.
I want to go just for fun once.
Yeah, go. I told you I
and
stopped.
He's like, we've heard about you.
Yeah, I stopped going because I could hear the comedian before me's entire therapy session because he had thin ass doors. I was like, yo, son, beef up your door security.
You know the guys are just doing laughs per minute of how much Alan's laughing and trying to beat the next guy.
I'd be whispering my session. He'd be like, no, I just don't want Sam Morrill to hear what I'm saying.
But
I guess we'll bleep out the R word.
The reason I like you is because I come from a basketball family.
Ooh.
Like my grandpa was, he's from the Bronx originally. And
so is my dad.
They grew up. Jerry, he became a coach in Williamsburg, a basketball coach. And he was one of those coaches where, like, from the movies, like, he'd pull a tall kid from the side and be like, you're going to go to college, you're going to be a fucking astronaut, whatever you want to do, but you need to learn how to, like, play defense.
Yeah.
And he would, like, in the middle of dinner, get a call from jail and, like, get kids out of jail. Like, and my dad was just this, like, little white kid who was like, can you love me, Dad? And he's like, learn how to dunk. But, like, I come from this basketball family. Right. And then my grandpa, you know, because he got a place in Park Slope for like $15K, he ended up moving out to Long Island.
By the way, I'm sorry to cut you off. She means $15K total, not $15K a month rent.
No, So it was, they were giving away brownstones in Park Slope at the time. And then he got to kind of move out to Long Island. And my family moved into that same brownstone. Wow. And growing up in Park Slope in the 90s was like the most beautiful thing. Like you walk to school, you eat your pizza. I grew up in like beautiful Brooklyn. Now it's too fucking fancy and cool for me.
Right.
I mean, it's funny, even like comedians, like, you know, there's like, they'll be like, all Brooklyn comedians, they're like, you're not in the Brooklyn scene. I'm like, I'm fucking from Brooklyn. Don't tell me I'm not. You're from fucking Michigan.
I know.
And I don't fit into the Brooklyn scene.
Exactly. These pieces of shit.
These pieces of woke shit.
All these places that you have open mics now and gluten-free pizza. Guess what I used to see in the 90s? I would see chalk lines of dead bodies outside the buildings. Okay? Nobody's mother, I'm from the Ridgewood, Bushwick area. Nobody's mom would ever let them go past Flushing Avenue. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish, Chinese, other. It doesn't matter. You are not allowed to go there. And now it's all like yoga studios.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone wants to ride their city bikes. It's like, no, dude, we used to see homeless people lighting themselves on fire down there.
But I also feel like the Manhattan kids were kind of more badass. Like they were doing acid at like 9.
Yes.
Where I feel like we were like, I was all about sports. Like you wake up, you go Prospect Park, you jog. I was trained. Like my dad was like, she's going to be a professional athlete. I just don't know which sport.
Right.
And then come like 11 years old, I went into tennis like hardcore and I quit like the other sports.
Right.
Also, I have like really small fingers.
Yes, we were going to bring that up.
I know. I knew that was in your notes.
Yes.
Huge palm, very small fingers. Bad for basketball. Like hooves.
Right.
I can't even like catch a ball. But I had a competitive mindset.
So wait, did you play tennis all the way through high school and college and everything?
So I played for the Badgers, University of Wisconsin.
Whoa.
And then
That's D1 tennis, folks.
Yeah, and then I quit.
Whoa, good. Why?
Cause I'm a loser.
Right. Wait, where's the positive potato?
Can I have the positive potato?
Hold on, let me get. No, not Vito.
Wait,
Vito can't walk.
I'm falling apart. Can I have it?
I just teabagged the table, Jess.
Give me the potato now.
Oh, hold on, no. Positive potato. Oh, goddamn. See, you can't catch those small stubby fingers. The positive potato is her fingers. Yeah. Oh, yeah, get that. There it is. Wow, John can't catch either. John has autism. Actually, he does it. His brother does. But to go to the University of Wisconsin and play Division I tennis, I mean, it's amazing to play Division I sport. I played Division III basketball, but to play Division I tennis, did you go? So would you play like Nebraska?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but the thing is, they would put us in like a van, like we were getting kidnapped, and just be driven to every Big Ten school. And like from New York, I feel like I have a mindset where like as long as there's police around, I don't care.
Right.
But like when you're driving in the middle of fucking bumblefuck Iowa,
yes.
I'm like, if something happens, who has it? Like I'd be petrified all the time.
Yes, you have to take safety in the Trump flags. That's what it is. You're like, yeah, at least they have guns.
Ryan Hamilton has that bit about New Yorkers, how like we're like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And he's like, actually, New Yorkers, put them anywhere but New York. And we're like, where's the bodega? I can't function like this.
It's true.
And that's literally how I was.
Oh, yeah. Like, the other day, somebody was asking me, somebody goes, hey, you know, like, I was trying to get them to get to the house. And they were like, is that north of Metropolitan? And I was like, my man, I don't know directions like that. I have no idea which way north, south, east, or west is. You have to give me like, I know where it is on I could tell my daughter like on the map, that's north is up, west is that way, east is that way, and south is that way. But I don't know how that is geographically
I love
here.
how the only reason you might learn was for your daughter, and then you're like, fuck it, that's up.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm such a dumb New Yorker. Like, I can't drive.
You really?
Yeah.
Jazz. Neither can Jazz. Well, Jazz is learning how to drive now.
Well, I did get my license once. My dad brought me, and at the end, I just like rammed the curve, but she already passed me. And my dad was like, don't pass it. Don't fucking put her on the streets. And the woman was like, we already passed her. And I get in the car and my dad's like, you don't deserve this.
Right.
So then I like never really felt like I deserved it. Can I have a positive potato again?
Yes, get the positive potato. Where is it? Well, there it is, John. Thank you, John. John took time away from stimming and threw the potato back.
Is he stimming?
Yes, he stims out. And so I'll look over at John. He's like this. He's like, I'm like, John, pull up Hannah Special. He's like this.
Yo, this is big time though. You got 2 producers.
Yo, I don't fuck around.
You don't fuck around.
Yeah. Well, John got fired from his old job, so that's why he's.
Oh, so he's just hanging.
John's a producer, but he also lives here.
Poor Jazz. She didn't ask for this life.
She did not ask for this life.
No.
But she's having fun. You know, we're having a good time out
Don't speak for her.
That's true. Yeah. She's upstairs sitting quietly. She has the shower on. She's fully clothed
like,
sitting in the shower. Just letting the water hit her. But yeah, I think, You know, I want to ask you too. You know, marriage, all that. Do you want kids? Because we're obviously I'm the father guy. I'm the pod father. I'm the guy. If you want questions about kids, you talk to me. What do you want to know? You want to know how?
Actually, that's a good.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is when you're pregnant, you're going to get a little bloody. They call it a bloody show, and you're going to get a blood clot that comes out, and then. Go ahead.
I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Wait, what?
I want to talk to you about gestation. You know me, guys, and you know me. One thing I love is yummy in my tummy. I'm just a guy. I like yumsicles. I like to eat. Your boy eats. Okay, I have a good time. I'm always looking for healthy food that's good, and I found the perfect place. Shout out Huel, like fuel with an H. Huel. You're running late. You got no time for breakfast, and you're starving. We've all been there. Okay, we've all been there. But what if I told you a delicious, nutritious meal could be ready in seconds, literally seconds? They came to the house. They sent a box of Huel Foods to the house the other day. Jazz is cooking it. She said, I can't even tell you how fast I'm making this food and how good it tastes. It's like crazy. She's like, I'm going to eat so much of this. I cook it so quickly, I'm eating too much food. It tastes so good and it's so fast. It's like me. Huel is perfectly balanced, designed by experts to provide all the nutrients your body needs from a meal. Huel takes the guesswork out of eating, because that's the thing with me, is I'm always guessing with my food. I'm like, I'm gonna guess that's an avocado, and then it's not. It's a chipwich. It's for your most inconvenient meals. With no prep, no cooking, say goodbye to getting hangry and unsatisfying snacks. Just grab a Huel instead. Okay, I have a special on Huelu. My personal favorite is the Black Edition ready to drink because it's got a whopping 35 grams of protein plus 27 vitamins and minerals all in one handy bottle. Okay? Did you see Hannah just go through the camera? Why is she so skinny mini? Why are you saying, damn, Hannah looks good? Huel, baby. She's fueled by Huel. Even her husband Des can eat it because they have some chopstick-friendly food. Don't believe me? Take the leap and join the community of Hueligans with the exclusive offer of 15% off with the code CHAOS at Huel.com. That's Huel.com. 15% off. 15% off with the code CHAOS at Huel.com. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters, and that's you, Huel. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Tecovas boots, love them. I love a good boot, and I love Tecovas. Some people may say Tecovas, however you want to say it. Just know that it's spelled Tecovas. Tecovas crafts quality Western boots for everyone from generational ranchers and lifelong cowboys to first-time boot buyers or just a couple of Brokeback Mountain fellas like me and John. Born in Texas in 2015, Tecovas makes it easy for anyone to find their perfect boot. It doesn't matter what kind of foot you have, even if your gout's flaring up like a mug, Tecovas has a boot for you. That's why Esquire loves them and says there's a reason they keep coming back to Tecovas. Tecovas, best in the West guarantee. You get free returns and exchanges for 30 days. Right now, you're going to get 10% off at tecovas.com/Chrissy when you sign up for email and text. That's 10% off at tecovas.com/Chrissy. Tecovas.com/Chrissy. See site for details. Tecovas. Point your toes west. That's this way. Guys, I'm in Los Angeles, October 2nd. That's 2 days from now. It's a Wednesday. Go to ChristyComedy.com. And then we are going to be in Fort Worth, Texas at a brand new comedy club called Big Laughs Comedy Club. So if you got big tits and a big ass and big balls, come see me. Big Laughs Comedy Club, Fort Worth, Texas, ChrisDComedy.com. And then we have dates in Phoenix, Arizona. We're in Salt Lake City. We are in Miami. We are in Madison, Wisconsin, where Hannah Berner played tennis for 1 year, and then she left and disappointed her father. ChrisDComedy.com for Tiki Wikis. We got big announcements coming up. We got a big Oh, you've probably just heard that I do have a comedy special coming out on Hulu. Hello, Hulu Shmulu. That's coming out in February. They gave, even though Roy Wood Jr. is one of the other people who was doing their special on Hulu, they gave me February because Black History Month. And so I'm doing the Hulu special, which thank you so much. Shout out Disney. We love you. I love you. I'm Chrissy Moana. And what else? Go to ChrisDComedy.com. We got some merch up there if you want. We got all the Zin at ChrisDComedy.com that Eric Adams had to give up to the FBI. We bought it at a discount. We have half-price lube from Diddy. And we are also selling crushed up pills. We're selling Vito's gout medicine crushed up, and we're trying to pass it off as Xanax. So, and we also have some of John's toys. ChrisDComedy.com, folks.
Were you there?
Oh, dude, I was in there with a GoPro.
Did you want to be a dad?
So, yeah, no. Yes, I did. Because here's an interesting thing. So when Jazz and I had our oldest daughter, Delilah, it was early on in a relationship, whatever. And Jasmine was the one. She was like, obviously, we're just getting to know each other, have this baby. And she was like, this is crazy. And I was like, no, I want to be that baby's dad. Like, I really do. And she was like, I convinced her in the first minute. She was like, okay. And then we had the kid. I always wanted to be a dad. I love kids.
Yeah.
Like, not in a creepy way. I love kids. I love kids. I love my kids, I should say. And so I
kids are like a fart. You like your own.
Yes. You know what it is with kids? You know how I feel? I feel like because kids are something like they were chosen for me. I didn't choose them. So there's some kind of power that I don't understand in that, where I'm like, oh, this is like, my life is about them now.
Yeah.
Like everything before my life was like, it meant shit. But now that I have them, it's like, it's kind of just about the kids.
It gave you a little bit of a purpose.
But it also saves me a lot from comedy, because in entertainment, you have a lot of ups and downs. You have a lot of like, what am I doing? For me, it's like, if my kids are good and my kids and I have a good relationship and they're happy, healthy, the other stuff doesn't hurt as bad. If I don't get an opportunity, if the podcast numbers go down, I'm a human being, it affects me. But within 10 minutes, if my daughter's hitting me with that positive potato, and I'm like, yeah, there she is. And
I'm similar.
Do you want kids?
I love kids. Like, when it comes to toddlers, like, I murder in a room of toddlers. Like, they see me, they know it's about to get fun.
Yeah,
I'm about to be silly.
You do have good, funny. You have wacky and energy.
I live for that shit. I live for that shit. Like, the mom leaves the room and I'm like, it's about to get fucking crazy in here. I'm playing music. We're dancing. I'm trying to get gossip about like who they're dating, and they're 4 years old. I'm like, who do we hate? Who do we like?
Which, by the way, they have. My 3-year-old has a boyfriend. My 9-year-old has a boyfriend. Yeah. So that shit. And my 9-year-old had a boyfriend when she was 3. It's just what it is. My daughter, day one of preschool, just grabbed the kid she thought was cute, started holding his hand, walking to the front. That's what it is, baby. I'll never forget
my ex, Jose.
Oh my God.
Wait, now I miss him. Can I have a positive potato? I miss Jose.
Give her the positive potato,
I miss
John.
Jose. He was so
there
sweet.
There it is.
So
Boom.
he gave me a whole box of Pokemon cards. That is no guy's done anything that romantic since. You know how long it took him to collect a shoebox?
I love that your husband literally wants to be Chinese and still hasn't even given you Pokemon cards. It's the most Chinese thing to do. And fucking Jose did it. Dez,
Jose at 6 years old.
Dez is literally listening to this in his car, sharpening chopsticks, about to cut his jugular vein. That you mentioned Pokemon Jose and your boyfriend from the U.S. Open. He's like, this is
a problem. Whenever we go anywhere and he starts speaking Chinese, like, I always think they're talking shit about me, because they'll be looking over and he's looking and I'm sitting there like, he could be saying anything. And then he wants, if we have kids, he wants to teach them Chinese. And I'm like, then you're all talking shit about me.
Yeah.
And then you gaslight me when I'm like, are you guys talking shit? And they'll be like, no.
Yeah.
And then I start losing my mind. And I'm not learning Chinese. I could barely, I choke on my own saliva. I'm not learning Chinese.
Same. I don't know when I did an episode with Mateo Lane of my other podcast, Teach Me, Daddy. Thank you.
Daddy.
And, because we thought it was two ways. Like, I'm a dad and he's a daddy.
Yeah.
And, but, whatever. We did 10 episodes and we stopped the pod. But.
Did you? I was a fan.
Yeah, well, we did a little mini-series, but maybe we'll bring it back.
But you guys are two busy boys.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring it back.
You're busy boys.
But we could not even... See, Mateo speaks like 5 languages, but I don't, and you don't. You only speak English, right? Chinese is like impossible. It's like truly, I can't understand how hard, I can't begin to tell you how hard Chinese is to learn. I was not even close.
Well, because it's the tones. And
what's your tone?
Dennis told me a story where he was dating a girl in China and they were fighting in Chinese, which is like, that's next level talent.
Right.
And apparently he said something to her with the wrong tone and said like the most insane, funny thing. And she just started laughing. And then like it worked out and they were feeling better. But like it goes from like, I hate you to like, positive potatoes are cool. Like just with a tone.
Just a tonal change. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, English is hard though. I saw this video here. I'll send it to you, John, and then we'll
forget
play
English words all the time.
Yeah, like I don't like people who know how to use your, there, all that properly in a text. If you say your properly in a text, I'm like, yo, they kind of smart. They really.
That's why everyone goes. You are.
You are.
That's how you get out of it.
That's how you know. Here, wait. I'm going to send you this, John. And by the way, don't cut this dead air out. Okay, just have a cookie. Here, wait, hold on.
Everyone meditate for a second.
Hold on. Let me just send this to you, and then because it is.
I love how all your text messages are just up.
Yeah, John. The thing about John is my man has nothing to hide.
No.
Speaking of languages, his ex-girlfriend only spoke Spanish, and he would have to communicate her through Google Translate. Go ahead, throw it up. Look,
yeah, what's going on?
This is English. This is an Instagram I saw. This guy is hilarious. What's his name?
Ear, which means this word is beer. No, it's bear. You don't see how? It's because it's ear with a B.
Right.
Bear.
It's hard.
That's
Look.
why. Which means this word would be bared. No. What would you think? It's bear with a D. Beard. Let's take a step back, okay?
I like the
This
shape of
word
his
is
head.
bear,
He does.
Which means this word is fair. No, it's fear.
No.
Ear
But you see,
with an
it's hard.
Ear. Which means ear with a P would be peer. No. It's pear. I guess I'm moving too fast.
Yes.
So ear with an H would be hair. No.
No.
Here. And then if you add a D, heard. No. It's heard. It's here
All right.
with a
But so that's like, I saw this video. I was like, oh, that's because my daughter, Jazz sent it to me. But then like my kids, I have little kids, and they're like, yeah, Dad, like this is hard for us. We don't know what the hell they're saying.
You have empathy for them.
I have empathy
I
for
do have
them.
to say, I got really nervous. I saw you at JFL a couple years ago, and I see you. I get excited. I go, "That's Chrissy.
Right
That's my
there.
Chrissy." And we locked eyes, and I was like, "I'm gonna say hi to Chrissy." And you said you're really friendly. You come up, and I like got nervous, and I wanted to make you laugh. And I just thought like the first thing that came to my head, and I was like, people say you're my husband if he was stupid. Mm-hmm. And you look at me, you smile, you walk away, and then I'm sitting with it, and I'm like, you didn't even warm it up. Like you just said that to he could be having a hard day, and that was the bullet that just took him off the ledge.
I hang myself in the Radisson.
But it's funny because people will say that you and Des, because you have the New York accents,
Sure.
but Des, he wears a suit and he whatever. But then I said, no, Chrissy's smart. Chrissy knows history.
Yes.
Chrissy's in tune with his emotions. He's emotionally
gay.
intelligent. Chrissy's gay. Yeah. He knows a lot about his multiple sexualities.
Yes.
So I want to apologize for that.
Well, I appreciate that, Hannah. I really do. And I have to be completely honest with you. I don't even remember this interaction at all, because most likely if I was with Vito, him and I were walking around Montreal doing ketamine. So I didn't even, I might have been on another planet.
This is a mental health moment. All the times you're like, that person's fucking mad at me. They don't care about you.
No.
And that is the most uplifting, freeing feeling.
By the way, yeah, I agree with you. Also, as I've gotten older, I'm the kind of person where even if I did remember that interaction, and even if it did come off to me the way that it came off to you, which I would say to myself, I would let it go immediately, because here's what I say to myself at all times, almost 30 times a day, and I tell my daughters this every day before they go. I say, if it's not going to matter in 5 months, don't give it more than 5 seconds.
I think I quoted you on a podcast
So that interaction, if we had it, I would have immediately let it go and said, maybe Hannah's having a bad day. And she said that discombobulated.
I was projecting, festival energy where you're just like,
yeah. Yes.
And then you say one wrong thing to someone and then you're like, oh, everyone's been like, Hannah's off today.
Right.
Festivals are a lot of
I also
simulation.
most likely was lightheaded, probably from pounding donuts at Tim Hortons. Every time we go to Canada, even though I know that's just the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada, I'm like, yo,
this is different.
But it's different, bro. It's Canadian Dunkin' Donuts, and I have to hit Tim Hortons so hard.
Tim is zaddy.
We bought a house on Staten Island. Like, we literally moved to Staten Island because I was driving down Highland Boulevard and I saw Tim Hortons, and I said, I want to live in the same borough as that.
Were you near Patty Clips, where Patty Clips lives?
Where Patty Clips is, where he grew up, yes. Wow. And then he tried to he asked me to invest in his father's deli, and I moved out of Staten Island. I said, I'm not investing in your Staten Island deli with your father. Get away from me.
You're like an NBA player that came out of Brooklyn, except the Staten Island comedian. Please.
Yeah, help me.
But anyway, back to kids.
Back to kids.
So to be fully transparent, I've always loved kids, but I never was like, I'm meant to be a mom. Like, I don't really have a caretaking bone in my body.
Okay.
But I'm like, leave your kid with me and your kid will have fun.
Got it.
And I think I'm an emotional caretaker. Like, I'm good at that, but I don't know how to like do anything with my hands.
See, here's the thing. I think that you are, though. I get actually great mom energy from you. Okay. Because you're a very, very caring person. Even when you walked in.
Even though I called you stupid.
Yes. Okay. Because you know what? I get it. I look like a third string quarterback. Yeah. You know, like that's kind of what I look like.
The CTE is at its height.
Like I'm the guy, like they, the two other quarterbacks get hurt and then they zoom into me sitting on the bench. I'm like this.
You know.
Like, way to go.
One eye's just dead. Yeah. One eye's dead.
Yeah, like, I like run onto the field. I don't have my jersey on.
Also, you remind me of like so many people I grew up with. So I think, when you're like more familiar with someone than you realize you actually are.
Yes.
It's like it's like slapping someone's ass when you're like, oh, wait, we're not cool like that.
Yeah, like Theo Vaughn once said it best about me. He goes, Chris, like you look like a friendly deaf guy. That's what he said.
You look like the neighborhood, like... I don't want to say it.
I get it.
Yeah, but like everyone loves you.
Yeah, like I'm here, whatever. But I do think, because the way you embraced me, the way you hugged, the way you said hello to everyone, you were excited to see Jasmine. All those things tell me that you have more selflessness about you than selfishness. Even though I know the act of comedy in some ways is us. It's not being selfish. It's just kind of the way we deal with our insecurities. Yeah. But outside of it, when the cameras are off, when it's just you and I, you have selflessness, which I think that's a requirement for a mom, and you have it.
Okay, the positive potato is so proud of you right now. You did that was so nice.
There it is.
And sweet.
Yeah.
You're in a good place emotionally. Let him have it.
Thank you.
Good.
Look, and that was
good.
I love that, like the way if we play tennis, like I'm gonna, like if you don't know that Hannah's a tennis player, I'm gonna hit the way you think Hannah is supposed to hit, and Hannah's gonna hit the way you think I'm supposed to hit.
Oh!
Yeah. But I think that, I think that also, I will say specifically with comedy, I've gotten, that people may think, oh, having a kid slows you down or whatever. It doesn't.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up to you.
But you also a mama.
I think Des in his 30s like really wanted kids, and then he didn't have them. And now
how old is Des now?
Des is 48 now. You have to understand, for a girl, like older men, for a girl, you're like, he's tired, he's pre-trained.
Yes.
Like you when you're 48 might be your prime.
Right.
Like Jazz might actually start to fuck with you when you're 48. She's like, this guy's a man.
Yeah. She divorces me today, gets back to me on 50th birthday. She's like, now he's ready.
Once you're in your, don't puke, I'm 33 now.
Oh, the year Christ died. Did you ever think about that?
Every day I wake up and I say,
yes,
Christ died.
You're just over there giggling on a crucifix.
But I do. Oh, now I'm upset.
No.
Now I'm upset.
No.
But So for me, like when you're in your 20s, I think it's weird to be with a guy who's too old because like the power dynamics different.
You know, it's just about him wants to have sex with a young girl. Yeah,
it's just like older girls his age are like he's a fucking loser. So then girls in their 20s they're like, hey.
Got it.
Where like when you're in your 30s, you like a guy who's confident and has his shit together. So he's now 48 and he's like, look, like you don't have to have kids. Like it's a life hack that like we could just keep living this nice, fun life of me and you and like travel and do comedy. And I never thought of it that way. So I have this kind of like voice where I'm like, I could just be like, because I live kind of a dude's life.
Right.
Where like, I'm just a male comic in a skirt.
That's really what it is. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you came into my house.
But I don't get a lot of pussy.
Yeah, you peed in my sink.
I did.
Yeah.
Leg up.
Yeah, leg up.
While making eye contact with Jazz. She didn't break. She's seen worse. She's like, this is pussy shit.
So I here's the thing. I agree with that. I agree with like if you've made the decision you don't want to have children, don't do it.
But I always wanted it.
But that's the thing. If you want, here's the thing. If you want them, the thing that I will tell you is this: it is very difficult. I'm going to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. It is very difficult in the beginning when they're little. It's not
because they're ugly.
Yes, that's exactly it. You can't imagine how like much time it takes, and you don't sleep, and just to get the kids in the car takes an hour, and you really have to process, especially with your first kid, like how my life has changed. Once I had my second kid, I was like, I know what this is, it's whatever. But the first kid, you're like, oh my God, I can't just run out. I can't just go to Costa Rica with the guys if we want. If they got a 9-bedroom mansion and they have party workers coming over. I can't do that.
Party workers.
Yeah, but it's all legal in Costa Rica and it's a taxable business.
Did you get invited? This is the second time you've specifically brought up
Don't say that shit too loud, Bob. yo, Patreon. Say it when we get to the tennis courts. So if you're gonna just start seeing my shit fly out the window, be like, here we go again. So
no, things change.
Things change. So, but I will tell you that the reward of life, it's so massive. I can't explain just that simple fact of getting out of the way of your own mind because you have to take care of another person. It makes you so like, I feel like I genuinely believe, even though maybe or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't have kids, I'd have a bigger career. Maybe I'd have seen more places or done more things. I'm the best version of me because of my children. They really make me, and Jasmine would admit to you will tell you the same thing. They make us so much. They make us better more than we make them better. We're actually selfish. I learned from them. Like they are the ones in charge. Even though we play pretend like we're in charge, it's like we are following their attitudes, their energies at all times, and we put up this little thing like, oh, you got to listen to mommy and daddy, when really we're listening to
You're
you.
scared.
And we're trying to adjust to what
terrified.
They want. Right. And then you kind of become selfless. Like I'm in fourth place in my own life because my kids need to eat first. They need to be. So I've just accepted that.
What
and then it makes you better.
Makes sense. I was thinking, I don't know if this is relatable, but like, sometimes I'm so sick of myself. Like I'm so sick of waking up and just thinking about myself and worrying about myself and how people are perceiving me. And am I doing this? And sometimes I'm like, it's like I have a cat. I like my cat.
Sure. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You want some action? I know I do. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in award winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. We love Prize Picks. I mean, look, first of all, you can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks. All you got to do is have 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, so your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. Prize Picks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Download the app today and use the code CHAOS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Like I said, Prize Picks, download the app today, use the code CHAOS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. So, for example, on Prize Picks, if you're looking at the football scores, whatever, let's say Justin Jefferson, you're going to pick Justin Jefferson from the Vikings for more than 83.5 receiving yards and Patrick Mahomes from the Chiefs for less than 267.5 passing yards. Tyreek Hill for more than 97.5 receiving yards and Saquon Barkley for more than 67.5 rushing yards. That's how it works. So just download the Prize Picks apps, use the promo code CHAOS, $50 instantly after you play for your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. If you know me, you know the product that I love the most on this show, KiwiCo. I'm Chrissy KiwiCo. If you have kids or you're a kid at heart, you need KiwiCo. My family loves it. We play games. Basically, what this is every month they will send some type of project for you to do with your children. We've made volcanoes, we've made lava lamps, we've made headphones, we've made pinball machines. It basically gets your kid off a device and it gets them interacting with each other and being able to build confidence and make something. You're learning, they're learning. It's an amazing thing. I love KiwiCo. It is the product that, again, being a parent, we love it. It's one of the best things to come out of this century. You discover real science, technology, engineering, art, and math concepts through the fun, hands-on projects delivered to your door every single month. It can be hard to find creative ways to keep your children engaged, challenged, and off their screens. KiwiCo does the legwork for you so you can spend quality time tackling projects together. There's something for kids of all ages. Cultivate your child's natural curiosity while encouraging them to be an innovator and creative thinker. They'll explore new worlds and rediscover familiar ones without leaving home. I love KiwiCo. It really is awesome. Right now, you're going to always, as always, you will get an amazing discount for listening to the show, being a loyal listener to the show, which we appreciate so much, and KiwiCo appreciates. You're going to get 50% off your first month at KiwiCo.com. Use that promo code CHAOS. Redefine learning with play. Explore projects that build confidence and problem-solving skills with KiwiCo. 50% off your first month on any crate line at KiwiCo. That's KiwiCo.com. Promo code CHAOS. Go do it. We knew that about you, by the way.
We
already.
love a cat. The second I'm with my cat, life is easy.
Sure.
Is my cat okay?
Yeah.
Is she happy?
Yeah.
Why am I talking like Trump right now? Is my cat the best
Bring out
cat
the hat.
that ever catted? So I totally understand that, and I think life isn't meant to be so like self-indulgent, especially as comics. It's always
Sure.
like, what's this funniest? How's this experience gonna make people like me more when I say it on stage?
Right.
But I also think my career like just started to get some momentum, and I was talking to Trevor Wallace.
Sure.
Have you done his? You guys would be so funny
Stiff
together.
Socks?
Yes, Stiff
yes,
Socks.
I did a couple of years ago. Him, Michael Blaustein.
Yeah, they're so stupid.
I know.
So they he's my age. We're the same age, and we're like similar trajectory. And I was like,
Right.
imagine you having to think about possibly having kids right now. Like
Right.
it
Right.
shows like the difference. And like Rosebud, Ali Wong, like Amy Schumer, they figure it out. But I think I'm gonna wait a little.
It's different as a woman too in comedy. I could say as a guy, I can only go on the road and have this career I have because Jasmine is here with the kids.
And I feel like mom guilt like hits different maybe.
Yeah.
And then you get like all these hormones and shit. Look at you. I love that. He was like, that's
Yeah.
yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So it's a little different,
It's
but
different.
But also like I'm running out of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I did one special. I have nothing left.
Right.
I need to make fun of my children.
Got it. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If that's the case, then I think you make sure Des does not pull out tonight. You do that tonight. You have yourself a baby for the material.
Do you think I should wait?
Because Des is old
Or
ass.
do it now?
He's 48.
But the thing is, he's already old. It's like staying up late. It's already 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We're
What's
up late.
the difference for him?
What's the difference? He's already. Look,
That's it.
it's old.
The only gamble with Des is if, God forbid, you have a baby and it's a girl, Des is going to be conflicted because he's Chinese. And he doesn't know
Dumpsters.
if they can. He's
The
like, I don't know if
dumpster.
we can have a girl.
The dumpster. Wait,
Right.
I love that you're a girl dad.
Girl dad.
Did you want to be?
So I think that I genuinely, did I want to be? That's a good question. I don't know that I necessarily wanted to be, but I knew
That
when
you would
Jazz was
be.
pregnant, I was like, I'm only most likely going to
Yeah.
be able to give you girls. I just feel like my sperm is not out here trying to make more dicks. It's not, because I used to think my sperm, I used to think,
Oh, you told me that you'll like look at a girl and she gets pregnant.
right, well but I used to think that like my sperm was like,
Potent.
because I'm like, you know, like I make like gay jokes. I'm like, oh, that my sperm is
sperm's gay.
But it's actually the opposite. My sperm is so straight that it's like I'm not even gonna make a dick. I'm only gonna make girls because I like girls.
And that's your doctor told you that.
That's what my doctor told me.
Yeah.
Yes, my doctor, Dr. Luke. He was the godfather of my oldest kid. Shout out Dr. Lukey. And great big Mets fan.
did
We
Katy
posted a
Perry's
picture of me and
album.
Luke the other day, and everyone said he looked like Frankie Muniz Jr.
I don't trust any doctor that goes by his first name. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
crazy.
Behavior.
Yeah, Dr. Lukey.
That's isn't that the guy who was like Kesha's producer, Dr. Luke?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably was him.
Yeah.
But so I love being a girl dad because
Do you feel more empathy towards girls?
yes, I do, and I feel more like they listen. Here's the bottom line too, is girls, kids need their mom much more than they need their dad. It's just a thing from nature. Like there's
Yeah.
I am very active. I'm very present. I'm always knowing what's going on with my kids. But like the bottom line is like they're always asking for their mom. They
Yeah.
want their mom because mom
Yeah.
can just comfort them in a way that I can't. I'm trying, but I don't have.
And they sense energies,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
And I had 3 years ago, I had titties. I was much heavier, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
had titties.
you looking trim.
The girl,
Snatched.
thank you.
Snatched.
Snatched
No
daddy.
Ozempic.
No Ozempic. Just intermittent fasting.
Okay, can we talk about this for a second? Because people are saying intermittent fasting, like guys could do it, but it's like different for girls. Like
Okay.
our hormones, it doesn't hit the same. Because I was trying, I saw you and I was like, shit. 'Cause
We
I'm
are
on,
her.
I'm on the road to eating enchiladas at 1 a.m.
Which is, you can eat those enchiladas, but just eat them in your fasting window.
Are you still doing it?
It's just become a part of my life now. I'm not as militant as I was, but I just pretty much, like last night, and we're going to talk about this next. Last night I went out to dinner and I ate late, like 9 o'clock. My last meal was
You
at
were
like
naughty.
9:30. Naughty boy. So I'm not going to eat now till 1 or 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll just go those
Does
hours.
it affect your mood?
No, and I'm in a better mood.
Why is the producer scared right now?
Probably because whatever it was supposed to be, he has an exact order and way of doing things because of his condition, and probably one question was asked out of order. And he's like this.
He's tweaking.
Well, and he controls the edit, so this is good bits, and it's all going to get edited out.
There's no punchline. It cuts right before.
It's just going to cut to not me making the autism joke, just me going like this, out of context.
Just you saying 20 times in a row.
But I think that, you know, with daughters, you know, specifically, most daughters look to their dad to be the one to kind of give them like that protective energy and all that stuff. But that's not the relationship Jazz and I have. She's the one that builds everything. She's the one that the girls are like, Dad, can you ask Mom to hang up the shelf in my room? Because I know you don't know what to do. And I'm like, I know what to do. And then I'll come up with like a Fisher Price tool. And I'll be like, come on, let's do it together. And they're like, Dad, stop. Like, just please get Mom to do it.
Mom.
But what I noticed about my daughters is they like, you have to lean into who you are. So they literally come to me, like my 9-year-old now, when she's, you know, like upset, just being like, she comes to me because she knows like my skill is like I make people laugh. And I'm silly, I'm more lighthearted. I don't really yell. I'm not that guy. So she comes to me for like the opposite
She's like,
things
Daddy,
of most dads.
be a clown. Make me laugh now.
She's like, come on, Daddy.
And don't do the old shit. Don't do the new material.
She's like, Daddy, do the new stuff. Or if you're going to do anything, just do the 9/11 bit.
Just do the 9/11.
Just, Dad, come on, do 9/11.
The way is I share it every single year. Because I feel like as a New Yorker, like it's so fucking corny to just post like a generic, like remember this. So I post that just to feel like connected. So anyway, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But you're right about dads. My dad didn't parent until I could like throw a ball.
Yes.
And then he was everywhere.
The guy.
He did because we were the Serena Williams era where he saw like how much money these bitches were making, and he didn't care that I wasn't like. I mean, I was athletic. I mean, like, look how big my calf is. Like, I'm athletic as fuck.
Yo, you got calves like Vito. Vito's, we thought, are the best calves in the business.
Vito, look at these.
Those are good calves.
Thank you.
Do you think that could develop into gout? Vito's got bad
Wait,
gout.
my dad has gout.
Your dad has gout?
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
My dad, is it like how the fuck do you get gout?
I don't know. I just my body doesn't process uric acids properly.
Yes.
Yo, you and my dad. I'll put you on a
uric
text
acid,
chain.
little bitch.
I'll put you on a text chain with my dad, you guys, because he's
we
like
should-
talking to my friends about it. I'm like, you're freaking everyone out.
We can
Right.
talk about our flare-ups and what causes them. Mine, I think, is grilled chicken right now.
How crazy is that? He has grilled chicken flare-ups.
But your body hates you.
Like my body, like because it's so specific. What does it? And like I eat very
Yeah.
clean. Like I eat like right now I eat like 2 salads a day. That's like mainly all I eat. I have Greek yogurt for breakfast. And then I was reading into it, and it was like grilled chicken. Overeating grilled chicken will just
Yeah.
fucking destroy you.
What about salmon?
Fish is high in purines. Purines is what causes uric acid buildup.
No,
Damn it. So no protein?
No, I can have protein. I just need to like chill on
he's
how much
pulling
I've
it
been
up.
having.
No, my poor dad's getting so emasculated. Like, we'll be at a restaurant and he's like, "Can I have the chicken?" And my mom will be like, "No,"
Yeah.
because she has to be the one who picks
it.
up the pieces.
It sucks, and it's like nobody. It's an embarrassing thing. Everybody looks down on it.
No, he
Right.
told a bunch of my friends he has gout, and they came up to me and they're like, "Hey, your dad's telling everyone about his
Yeah.
gout." And I'm like, "Dad, can I talk to you for a second?"
Yeah.
Does he
Don't
get in
fucking
his toe?
freak out my hot friends telling them about your fucking
Fucking
gout.
gout.
They don't know what that is.
Guys, go to Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast. Check out Vito and Hannah's dad's new podcast called Gout Guys. And gout code.
Gouty Squad.
Gouty Squad, yeah.
Gout gang.
Gout gang, sponsored by Theo Von. And, but yeah, I mean, but look, it is eating food, but it's red meat. So it's meats, sugary drinks. It's bad. The stuff that's bad is bad,
It's
but the
bad.
meats is tough.
But I don't
Yeah.
eat. I don't have sugar. I don't drink calories. I don't eat. I don't really eat too much seafood. I mean, I like salmon, sushi. Like sushi, I have to avoid now.
Does your dad drink a lot, Hannah, or did he
No,
drink a lot? So it's interesting because alcohol.
He eats a lot.
He's a big boy.
He's not even a big boy. He plays so much sports, but then he loves eating.
So when did gout start taking over
I
his
think
body?
he blamed me because I got him these Kyrie shoes and he was all excited about it. Then he started telling me, "Yo, your Kyrie's fucked up my pinky
Yeah,
toe."
because they're flat. They're too flat.
And then
Earth.
he said he was going to sue me. He was joking, but I was like, I feel bad. I thought I got him these sick sneakers. And then it turns out it was gout the whole time and he was blaming me and the Kyries that I
Right.
bought him. So that was affecting our relationship at one point. But now it's like he's just a fat fuck
Yeah.
and needs to eat healthy.
She's like, damn it, how many times are you going to disappoint me? You gave me gout. You got a Chinese husband. I can't handle this.
No, but it's funny because my dad is like, I feel like I speak without too much. Like when I talk to you, I could talk more like
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
the New York comes out.
But my dad is very New York, and then my brother and I are less New York because we came up in the Park Slope that was more
Like, hello.
hi.
Yeah.
Like, how are you?
Is your mom also from New
So
York?
my mom's Long Island.
Whoa.
But she's the Sicilian one. She's the Italian.
Got it.
They were from East New York and then moved out to Long Island.
And dad's Jewish.
And my dad's like, the story of my dad is his dad's Jewish, but he got punched in the face by a rabbi when he was 6 for having a big mouth
Got it.
and denounced religion and became an atheist in like the 80s, which was kind of crazy.
Wow.
So my grandpa was a funny badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get punched by a rabbi, that's
You
pretty
know,
wild.
he said some shit.
Yeah, but at least he just got punched. I mean, the Catholicism priest, that would have been different.
Some would prefer a punch.
Yeah, you get punched with his balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about gout. We like that.
Yeah.
What? Vito?
Well, I was going to tell John to pull up Eric Adams.
Oh yeah, pull up Eric Adams.
Oh shit.
E. Adams. Which, by the way, Eric Adams, I liked.
You announced this on the Patreon like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
What did he say?
Yo, no. So here's the thing with me. Here's the thing with me, just being a New Yorker.
And then wait, tell people to go to the Patreon because if you went to the Patreon 2 weeks ago, you would have known Eric Adams was going down.
Go to patreon.com/Christy Comedy. If you want to know the place where the tea is spilt, the tea is spilt at patreon.com/Christy Comedy. I let the private group chat fly for free. Well, no, $5 to $10 a month, depending on what tier you choose. And I'm sorry, yeah. And so,
Wait, Chrissy whistleblower.
let me tell. Yes, Chrissy Assange. So, Chrissy Snowden. I have friends who are like, high-ranking police officers.
Yes.
Because you just grow up in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they told me,
firefighters and police officers.
that's what we know. They told me 2 weeks ago. They were like, "Yo, Adam is about to go down. We know." And then when he got a couple of days ago, like federally indicted, like an hour before it was news anywhere, the group chat blew up. They were like, "Yo, he's getting indicted right now. we may have to go arrest him at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I love how right before they do it, they're like, let's text Chris.
Yeah, they're like, don't say this on your podcast. yeah, like,
Don't tweet this.
dude, we'll always get, I'll wake up at like a beautiful Sunday morning when I hang out with the kids, and there'll be a video in the group chat of like some guy getting his head blown off, like, wild night at work last night. Don't go to the Bronx. Shit's crazy out there. Or like just a severed head in a garbage can. They're like, good morning, fucko. I'm like, damn. So, but anyway, but what they really genuinely feel, and the news is starting to say this now, but they told me this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They genuinely feel that when Eric Adams publicly stood up and said the migrants are like in New York are like hurting our city and we can't deal with them, he was going to start to go down and like really start, things were going to start to get bad for him. Because if you look at these indictments, it's kind of stuff that all these mayors do. Like everybody kind of, you know, I don't want to say takes a bribe, but everybody has to like cut through red tape in the city to get X, Y, and Z.
Every mayor takes Zin bribes.
I know. Tell us about the Zin bribe.
John.
Okay, John, you can point up.
Zin.
Do you want to work on your reading, John? Okay.
Spelling it out.
Okay, it's a Zin. I can't.
John, wait, Adam, you know what happened. Just explain it.
My brother sent this to me, and he said that he received $50,000 in Zin pouches as like a bribe from a Twitch streamer.
Eat your heart out, Eric
To do
Adams.
what, though?
Yeah.
I don't know, just as a bribe, like, and I guess you're not allowed to do that with.
Well,
Do
here's
you
the thing.
do you Zen?
I don't Zin.
Yeah, it's like it's like Shane Gillis small town stuff.
This guy,
I would Zin.
he loves Zin.
He loves Zin.
I'm pro Zin.
Do you
Pro
like
Zen?
put it in between your toes and stuff?
Okay.
Wow, look, he's got it in his teeth right now. The Zin bribes or any type of bribes with the mayors, according to my police department friend, said all mayors do this because you have to cut through the red tape of the city. It's like if they really wanted to arrest you, Vito, and they saw you limping across the street because you're a gout and you were jaywalking, and they could technically, that's a crime,
Yeah.
but everybody does it. It's not obviously the same, but it's similar enough to this where it's like Mayor Adams is saying, basically, you're coming after me with bogus kind of indictments.
Going down for Zin
Is wild.
hurts.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to, because I actually, to be honest with you, here's the thing. I don't know really anything about politics. So I liked Eric Adams because I just felt like he was like a real kind of dude, but I don't know the policies. And I really didn't like Bill de Blasio because everybody else didn't like him. That's kind of how I am. I'm like, oh, if I'm supposed to like the guy that most of my friends like, and if not, I'll like the other guy. I don't know. I also don't care.
Do you think he's the most disliked mayor of all time, though? Because like he went down, and there's not a single person that's like, it's too
Yo,
bad.
somebody told me a story. I'll tell you after the show because I feel like I'll tell you after the show. But I'll tell the story. He was so the mayors of New York, they are protected by the NYPD. Where like other mayors and other government agencies, like the president, whatever, they are protected by the federal government. But the mayor of New York is the actual NYPD. The federal government does not get involved. So de Blasio was so hated by the cops, like so hated, that he has a police detail, like, he's a motorcade or whatever, and they wanted to do a speech in Brownsville, Brooklyn, which at that time was the most crime-ridden area in New York City.
Murder
And
capital of New York.
That's
Yeah.
why he wanted to do the speech there, right? To like talk about gun control, whatever. So they dropped him off, the police dropped him off at the park where he was supposed to speak with Mayor de Blasio, his aide, and this other person. And then they drove away. The cops drove away. So this guy's telling me, I'm standing there with Mayor de Blasio and this public aide with no police around us in the highest crime rate because the cops fucking hate him. And then they drove around like to the other side of the park. And the police commissioner at the time, Police Commissioner Bratton, was also making a speech. They took Bratton back to the precinct and they never came back for Bill de Blasio. And they had to take an Uber back to City Hall like 2 hours later. He was like, and the cops were like, anybody could have went up and killed de Blasio and me. And they could have done it. And he was like, de Blasio's aide was like, de Blasio was like, where are the cops? And he's like, the aide said in front of him, they're like, they hate you. So they left. So he was like, call an Uber then.
Not again.
Not again. I was like, how funny is that?
Well, the cops, that's petty as fuck.
Petty as fuck.
I
They don't
love
like
that.
him.
They're like, you can't sit with us.
Yeah, no.
I sent John some good Eric Adams videos. If you guys
All right,
wanna
let's see
watch.
it.
Okay.
So this is Eric Adams asked about how to describe 2023.
But before we go, I just want to ask Hannah, because Hannah knows the stuff. Eric Adams, fuckboy.
I mean, he has swag.
He has swag.
He has swag.
Mayor vibes.
Mayor vibes.
Mayor vibes.
Vegan vibes.
Yes, the way he's sitting, you know, with his hands clasped like
Yeah.
this, it's kind of it's giving fuckboy.
Giving fuckboy.
He's
And this-
definitely not a nerd.
Yes, and the guy he's talking to is getting fucked by boys vibes. Go ahead.
When you look at the totality of the year, if you had to describe it, and it's tough to do, in one word, what would that word be, and tell me why?
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open. This is a very, very complicated city, and that's why it's the greatest city on the globe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a wild thing to open with.
But also, I kind of liked just starting everything off with 9/11.
Yeah.
Because you get everyone listening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
People remember you.
What it
He's
is.
going to be remembered.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to break that clip down, he was asked to describe 2023 in one word.
And he said New York.
He said New York, which is 2 words off the bat.
Yeah.
2, he started off with saying 9/11 is the best representation of New York, and it's why 2023 was so great.
Right.
And then he compared 9/11 to opening a business.
Yeah. Yeah. Celebrating on the streets. That was a wild way to start it all. And, you know, I think, though, that Eric Adams, he's one of these guys, like he's, you know, like he's being... he's the first mayor to this ever happened to. He's no mayor's ever been indicted. This has never happened before. But he's actually up there being like, come at me. He's not willingly giving himself up. He's being like, these charges are fake. I'm about to go up against the government.
While he's inning.
He doesn't care. But suppose he was fat, kind of fat here.
So this is my favorite Eric Adams video of all time.
Let's do it.
This is Eric Adams.
Jewelry box. A
Wait,
jewelry
pause
box
it.
with this thing.
This is Eric Adams giving parents a how-to on how to search your house for
Okay.
just.
Which, by the way, is important.
Jewelry box. But if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance, a gun could be hidden inside the jewelry box. Look at the various colognes and perfumes and photos and pictures. You should always, when your child brings in his popular knapsack with many different locations, look through it to see what exactly is your child carrying in addition to a book. Something simple as a crack pipe. Really have found it on
Jazz, get the kids' bags.
But this is
I want to see if there's crack pipes in their lunch boxes.
Delilah.
Delilah, what the hell is she doing?
And
Baby
the
D.
whole use of drugs. This invokes conversations. Look at picture
What's
frames
with the sad
behind
music? I'm going
Yeah,
to
this is
slit my
dumb.
wrist.
Determine what's taking place. Behind a picture frame, you can find bullets. What does that mean to find bullets? Does it mean your child is carrying it?
This is why the FBI raided his home. They were like, we saw a video from 10 years ago of you having open drugs and guns in your home, and you tried to make it like a how-to video. So this is why he's getting federally investigated. Could you imagine not knowing why you're getting federally? It's like, hello, who put this video out?
Also, it could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs. Run your hands over the pillows and see if you feel anything that's unusual. Like
This is my favorite HGTV show.
Yeah, this is
Eric
amazing.
Adams going in being like, this is where the cocaine is.
Yeah. By the way, all this video does is give people places to hide drugs even better. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is a good one? What's this?
what it is. Maybe something that you think that can't be hidden there, but it can. And what happens not only when
He's basically like, you can hide guns anywhere your mind can imagine.
13 years ago, this was.
How many? 211. What do the comments say? Dude, the
Damn,
SNL
yo, he's
writers
doing better than my
wish they
special.
could come up with this.
Yeah. Dude, the SNL writers wish they could come up with that's funny. It's true.
The grenade launcher.
Under my cushion.
Imagine if he pulled out the biggest grenade launcher.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
I
Damn.
thought he was gonna bring out like a dildo or something.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
something crazy.
gonna go that hard.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? I want to play tennis.
I do have to give a warning about dildos.
Tell me.
You will hide it because like you should hide it,
Sure.
but then you'll forget where you hid it, and it'll come up when you least expect it.
Got it.
So I'm just putting that out there.
Has this happened to you?
I did once go to like, well, I'm from Brooklyn, so I went to a thrift store.
Yes.
And you go to the thrift store and you give them clothes and they look at it and decide if it's, it humbles the fuck out of you because they'll be like, trash, and they'll be like, we'll give you $3 for this. So I gave him a purse. And this guy at the end was like, we're not taking this purse. You might still want it. And I was like, you don't like the purse? Like, you could throw it away. And like, you might want it. And I'm walking outside with my friend. I'm like, these fucking snobby fucks don't like this very cute purse.
Sure.
And I open it. It's just this huge pink dildo in the purse. And I was like, I was fucking looking for this for 3 years. I couldn't find this dildo. So just like keep an eye out.
Keep it out. Yeah.
Once I was on the road, and at one point I threw a vibrator in, and I forgot, and I realized for like 6 months on the road, at the bottom of my backpack, everyone's just been going through TSA, being like, "That's just a dildo. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
So
the kids know the top drawer in our room has a lock and key, and they just can't. And the key is hidden in Jasmine's ass, so they can't. So nobody.
So no one's getting it, not even you.
No. Yeah, no, not even me.
And you have a toy now for yourself.
Huh?
You
What's
have a
your
You have a
toy?
toy for yourself.
Oh, that's right.
A butt
I do.
plug?
So no. So what Jasmine and
These
she's okay
tennis
with me
rackets.
talking about. Yes. Well,
Okay.
this similar. She has a I came home late one night. Jazz was in bed and she was on her phone and she was like squeezing, going like this, and like she was like, "Damn it!" Like looking at the phone, "Damn it!" And I was noticing, I was like, she's not like clicking, like she's not playing a game on her phone. And I said, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "I'm Kegeling." And I was like, "Excuse me?" She was like, "I have a thing in my vagina right now, and I'm strengthening my vaginal walls.
She's
and
working out.
Every time I squeeze, it's connected to this app, and I'm playing a game where I'm jumping up and down these mountains." And then I immediately called Vito. It must have been 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Vito, do me a favor. Order this for the podcast. What we're going to do is Jasmine's going to be Kegeling, and I have one for myself. I'm going to put it in my ass, and I'm going to see who can win the game quicker. Who can get more jumps on that Kegeling device." And I have that Kegel device up in my room right now. And I brought it up to Jasmine. I said, "This is the idea." And she was like, "Chris, for the last time, I'm not doing that on camera. You can stick that in your ass if you want to, and then explain it to you."
It sounds like you're just coming up with ideas of how to stick things in your
that's
ass.
what he said.
And you're just adding her into the story.
That's what she said. She was like, "If you want to stick a Kegel device up your ass and put that out there for the public, and then explain to your daughter at a Sweet 16 why her friends are calling you weird names, then you do that."
Kegel Chris.
Kegel Chrissy in the ass. Why? If you want to explain why, to your daughter and her friends why you're
But I
going
do
on
have to
dates with
say,
their
guys,
dads,
don't be afraid of the butthole.
do not be afraid
It
of the butthole.
enhances the O.
It does.
That's,
yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Oh yeah, ass play.
And by they,
but-
Chris,
Yes,
you say that.
I do say that. But so Kegeling, so we don't have dildos, but we are gonna, and we will do. By the way, we will do that Kegel episode.
Yeah.
We will do it. We will do it. We just haven't done it yet because it is locked in the. Jazz felt she needed to put that in the lock away drawer, and I do not know where the key is. And it could be anywhere by now. John, anything to say? Anything? How was
John,
fishing?
do you want
in
to bring anything valuable to this conversation?
John goes fishing in Central Park.
I do.
What do you think of that?
Have you ever been arrested? That sounds illegal.
Oh, it's completely legal.
He
You
said,
you should bring Dez to the Central
yes,
Park to barter
he
with.
should. No, because he says you're not allowed to eat these fish and keep these fish. He
Well, yeah,
literally
because they're like,
he gets them out of the pond in Central Park, and he said Chinese people will come up to him and offer him like $50 cash to take those fish.
and then they sell it. And
Do they sell it, John, or are they eating it for their families? What do we
I
think?
think they bring it home and cook it up.
But it would be nice to have Des Bishop with you translating for better prices.
That'd be
wait,
dope.
he loves to, haggle.
That's a big
With
thing
bags,
in China.
he got into it with one of the ladies, and he was like, "We got to go. She's mad."
Dude, China, when he goes into Chinatown, and I would imagine makes it a point every day to show people that he knows Chinese, does he?
It's the craziest thing because he'll say something to them in Chinese. They can't even process that this like tall, blue-eyed guy is speaking to them, so they'll respond to him in English because they think he spoke English, like they understand it like it was English.
Interesting.
And then they'll respond in English, and he'll do it again, and then they go, "Oh," and then they get into it, and then he has all these jokes, and he's doing his thing, and then I sit there like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
For the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's always tough to follow Des Bishop because he'll close on a rap song that he does in Chinese, and then the crowd goes wild, rightfully so, and then I have to come up and be like, "I have 3 kids. One of them speaks Spanish. I don't know Spanish." Jazz, that Kegeling device, where is that? Mine.
She goes, "No comment."
In your ass.
Right. Oh, I like that lipstick, Jazz. Matches your shoes. By the way, Jasmine bought me these shoes because I have Achilles tendonitis. So these shoes, anybody out there hating,
It's special.
they're flat. They're flat. So because the Hokas, I love Hokas, shout out Hokas, but it was messing up my Achilles.
You could sprain a ACL with a Hoka.
Big time. So these are flat. These are flat like that, like a girl with a crepe ass. These are flat. And
this is you getting older. She has
is-
to buy you things for your Achilles tendonitis. Wait
Yep.
till your hip's gonna start. Your C4, C5.
Yes.
That's growing old
last
together.
night we kissed goodnight with our mouth guards in. Because we have...
Well, that's true love. That's true fuck. That's
Because-
intimacy.
Because we have, I'm a teeth grinder and she has mouth guards because she's got Invisalign. So
Yeah.
we got our mouth guards in. We got our
Intimacy
flat
is
shoes on.
keeping eye contact while she takes it out. And you
Yes.
see the line of saliva.
Yeah.
And then you feel connected as fuck.
One of the nicest things she's done for me lately is she brushed my mouth guard last night before I put it in.
Okay, never.
She brushed it. you didn't? Really? Why was my mouth guard wet when I put it in my mouth then? What did you do? One of my kids probably threw it in the toilet.
And you go, Jazz is so sweet.
So she's so sweet, dude. Kids are savages. My daughter Delilah, she's 9 now. When she was, I don't know, 3 or 4, we were driving with my father to Staten Island, and she, like, my dad has, he has glasses, like fake dentures, right? Blood pressure medicine, whatever. So he was sitting in the back with her, and they're having like a great time, whatever. And so, she's 3, she's like in the car seat, whatever. So she takes his glasses off, like, he needs them. She takes his glasses off, and she's like playing with them. And she snaps them in half. So that happened, right? And then like 20 minutes later, we're driving, we're going over the Verrazano Bridge, and she's like, Daddy, open the window. She likes the wind or whatever. So she's playing like with my dad's like bags, whatever. And one of the little things he had the blood pressure medicine in him, and she's like hearing like a rattle, throws his blood pressure medicine out the window on the bridge. Savage. Snapped his glasses and his blood pressure medicine in 20 minutes.
A 9-year-old girl from New York City, I'm fucking terrified of.
Terrified.
She will bully the fuck out of me.
Yep.
I'm so scared,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to meet her because I need to be humbled by Jazz. And her.
Yesterday, I'm sitting right where Vito's sitting. I get a text. I was going to go to the Yankees game tonight, and I used to get tickets through the Yankees, but the MLB, for whatever reason, offered me and my family tickets. Like, you want to go? So I'm like, okay, like whatever. Like, my agent set it up, fine. And then the old ticket lady that we used to go through, she texted me because I guess it's like I don't even understand why this is a problem.
You don't disrespect the family.
Yeah, she's like, you got tickets through MLB. You didn't come to me. Oh, I guess you got too big. Who the fuck do you think you are? Lose my number. Like, I'm reading the text. She goes, lose my number. It was like a crazy text. So I'm telling Jasmine, who's sitting right here, I'm telling Jasmine this text, and Jazz like, oh, hell no. Delilah's doing her homework. Slams. I hear 2 crayons slam down. She walks right up to me. She goes, Dad, take me to the Yankee game tomorrow. I want to see this lady. She's not going to talk to you like that. And then Jazz would be like, Delilah, calm down. This is an adult conversation. And she's like, no, Mom, they can't talk to my dad like that. And went off. She went off. And I was like, damn, in her fucking cloud pajamas, like hair crazy, Nutella on her face. She was like, what up? She wants to pop off with the Yankees
I love
PR
that.
lady.
She's powerful. She has boundaries. You're raising a strong. She could be the next mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Keep her away from the Zeds. The Zens.
She was telling us her school teacher, not drama, but she was telling us about how they changed positions, how one teacher got a raise.
Yeah. God. One teacher got a raise and the other teacher's working in the secretary office now.
She was up to them and she's like, you didn't think this is how your life was going to end up, did you?
She said that
how
one
you
teacher
going to pay for groceries, you dumb bitch?
Yeah.
She said one teacher was mad because the other teacher obviously got a raise.
Yeah. She was on the playground a couple of weeks ago and some kid was messing with her. She goes, keep messing with me. My dad's going to come up here and roast you.
My dad's going to call you fat.
Yeah, me and Jeff Ross and fucking Dave Attell coming out, Tony Hinchcliffe, we're just roasting these kids.
Do you like roasting?
Nah, I don't dislike it. I actually...
You should have been on the Tom Brady.
No, I have no roasting.
Second episode in a row where that was said to you.
That is wild.
No, but I feel like you could have come on and been cutesy about it.
Yeah.
You would have been I'm just kidding. I love you. Like the positive.
The positive guy. I will say, it's not in me to be mean like that, but the respect I have, the degree of difficulty that those people have, like Nikki Glazer's, Tony Hinchcliffe of the world, how tight those jokes are, next level. I can't even. But for me, I'm like,
you're not about tight jokes. You want to do like a 20-minute.
Yeah, let me tell the story
that goes off in different directions that never goes anywhere.
Yeah, I want to do I would do it nice. Like because the thing is like I just don't want to. I don't know. For me, it takes a lot. I don't want to be too mean.
It's very hard to do a nice roast, but when they nail it, it's like the best.
It's the best. Yeah.
And also, you look like you could be mean.
Yeah.
And then you open your mouth, and it's like he just wants people to like him.
Right. Right. That's all.
He just wants his dad to be proud of him once.
That's it. Just one frickin' time. I'm riddled with insecurity, begging for your affection. Please give it to me. Same. Just give it to me, damn it.
They do say that. I talked to Andrew Santino. He told me something interesting. He was like, comics are either addicts or athletes or both.
Yeah.
Which I see in you.
Yes. I am an athlete. I was an athlete my whole life, and now I'm not addicted to substances. I don't care. Jazz, what do you think I'm addicted to? You know me the best. Sweets. Yes, I do. Like I get high, like off the sugar. I need to eat. I was doing sweets. I was doing only
anxiety.
Right. And ESPN. I watch the same episode of SportsCenter over and over and over again.
Des loves ice cream.
Does he?
Loves
but Des is in good shape. Des is really, right?
He just tore his ACL. Like like a couple months ago in Aspen. No one feels bad.
So is he like on crutches and stuff, like
he was
on stage?
Like full crutches.
Oh my God! Imagine him trying to do the Chinese rap on crutches.
He still did it. He pulled it off. Just did it. He pulled it off. Him. But yeah, it's hard. Your body doesn't hold up the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's as we get older now. Yeah, I've noticed I have.
Do you have lower back pain from flying?
No, I just get sinusitis a lot.
What is that?
Just stuffy. I get a stuffy nose. I feel like I always have some type of respiratory illness brewing.
Yeah, that's just touring.
Yeah, I'm phlegmy.
You're like, I get sniffles.
Sniffle. Jazz said, Jazz. I get sick a lot. I get sick more than the kids. I'm always getting some. Or I've noticed that, but I stopped. You know what it was a lot? A lot of times putting your hands in your mouth. I would bite my nails a lot. I stopped biting my nails, and now I'm not getting as sick as I was. Do you bite your nails, John? No. You file?
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that, girl.
What shape? Almonds? Coffin.
Ooh.
That's cunty.
I like John's growing his hair out. I like the long. I like a look on a guy, long hair with a hat. Hey, no Diddy. Yeah, right. Now, you being a former Bravo TV star, did you ever go to any of the white parties or Diddy freak-offs?
You know what? Reality TV is below a freak-off, if we're going to be honest.
Right.
Also, I don't want to go to anything called a freak-off. That is the laziest name to call something. Like, at least call it a fuck-off. Be a grown-up.
Do something, right.
A freak-off?
But that
sounds like a Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah. But was there a little part of you that, like, reading these indictments with, like, the lube and the parties with Bieber, a little bit of FOMO? A little bit. I kind of felt a little bit like, when am I going to get an opportunity in this business?
I do have to say, because you've been around way longer than me in the biz, I can't believe, because musicians love comics.
Yeah.
Are there any musicians that have taken like a liking to you?
Well, I've taken a liking to the 1975, the band, the 1975.
Yeah.
Those are my boys.
Yeah.
Love them. And I've the lead singer, Maddie Healy, and I, we speak now, and that's like a big deal for me.
So you know the tea?
I know the tea of the 1975. I know some tea. If you want to hear that tea, patreon.com/Chrissy Comedy. I'll spill it. I'll show the text.
He's like huge in pop culture for the girls right now.
Oh, Maddie Healy's the best. Yeah, I get it.
All people talk about. He's the whole album of Taylor Swift's.
Right.
And
he's married now. He's getting married.
Gabriette,
yeah. So and the George.
Do you think
Charlie
Jazz
XCX.
should get a makeover to look like Gabriette?
I think she'd get a makeover to look like Maddie Healy.
So Gabriette,
she's got the hair going. Maddie Healy's kind of got hair like Jazz.
For Jazz to be Gabriette, she has to tweeze her eyebrows and look sickly.
If Jasmine wants me to,
she could pull that off.
Look, she needs to start smoking cigarettes, have a British accent. Yeah,
I don't think that girl's British, But
No,
she looks
but
British.
Maddie Healy
Oh,
is.
you wanted to be Maddie Healy. Yeah. He looks slick.
No, she's not British.
Slippery
She's
man.
California.
A slippery man.
Slippery little suckers.
Slippery. Do you think girls would be attracted to him if he wasn't British?
No, I think, as a matter of fact, I think that most men, anytime I hear a man in New York speaking with a British accent, I don't believe them at first. I say, you're doing this to try to get girls? I know you're from New Jersey, Phil. So I never believe it. As a matter of fact, if I'm ever like talking to the crowd during a show and someone has a British accent, I'm like, stop trying to get pussy.
You keep trying to catch him.
Yeah.
You tried to get him to break in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You're like, what's it for real though?
I'm like, say water, say water, and they'll go water, and then I'll start tickling. They'll go water. I'm like, you're from Philadelphia, you fucking scumbag. I knew you were. Water. It's Tuesday.
When you go to the South and do shows, this is kind of off topic, but do you just have an impulsive need to like make fun of them for losing the war to us? Because I'll lose a crowd because I'm just like, how'd you guys lose the war? That's fucking embarrassing for you.
Yeah.
And then they'll get like kind of quiet, and I was like, I'm just speaking facts.
True. I
don't
know
if that was taught differently in your notebooks.
It is a good point, because like the Confederate Army, the Southern Army were like the soldiers, and then they lost to like the North, who were like just a bunch of gay
liberals
guys who didn't even know, like they were like showing up to the battle like, is the gun this way? And then the South was like the army, and we beat the shit out of them.
Which is crazy. Like maybe, that guy.
I mean, look, that was our soldier coming out like a fucking toy soldier, Tiny Tim. That guy looks like John with a gun. He's like, good.
We were artists and writers and creators, and the other guys were just fucking Trumpers.
Look at the Confederate Army. Now pull up Confederate soldiers and look at these fucking guys. These guys are wild. Damn it. Goddamn. What happened? Is it my shoes?
It's the HDMI cord. It's like 1 foot long.
Positive potato. Positive potato. Positive
Quiet
potato.
coyote. Quiet coyote. Positive potato. Oh, that's it. Imagine you knock down Jasmine's dad's urn with the positive potato.
No.
You also, I will say, you do that with the Chinese though.
What do I do with the
About
Chinese?
winning the war. You say that. You say we beat the Chinese.
But we never even had a war with the Chinese.
I'm just saying what
You say it. You say it.
I say a lot of wild shit. Yeah, see, these guys look wild. This is look, they have no teeth.
Yeah, they're scary.
They're what? As a matter of fact, you know, like the Wild West, like, you know, Billy the Kid, and you've heard of all the wild.
Yeah, like that guy has fucking facial hair. Like people can grow facial hair in the North.
Right.
We were clean cut, like the Yankees.
Here's the difference between Civil War guys is
Sorry.
Yeah, see, that's it.
That's
Look
my
at that
sleep
guy.
paralysis demon.
By the way, I've said this many times. I still want to play this game. I want to play this game hipster or history, and I want to show you pictures, and you got to tell me, are they historical figures or hipsters from Williamsburg?
That is so funny.
Yeah. But like, you know, Billy the Kid, Jesse James, all like these notorious Wild West gangsters.
Yeah.
They were Confederate soldiers who just after the war had no place to go, so they started robbing
And they wanted
banks
to keep fighting.
and being criminals.
They
And
were
then
like, you lost, sit down. And they're like, no, I'm still going.
Yes,
I'm still going for peace.
for peace. Yeah.
I do think I know you love wars. This is me trying to connect with a man. I'm like, let's talk about wars. I know
Yeah.
you guys love this shit.
Let's do it. Yeah.
You got all excited.
Yeah.
I do that too with like the British. Like, how did they fucking lose to us?
Well,
I think they forgot they were in a war with us because they had so many other things going on.
well, because they had those beautiful British red coats.
They were staring at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah, they were like, I look lovely today.
We had one wooden boat
We did.
and we beat them.
Well, but do you know why we actually won though? Are you
'Cause-
fucking around, or do you know the real reason why we won?
We won because it was no, I don't know.
Okay. So yeah.
No, I know about pop culture in the 2020s.
So the real reason though, and this is what doesn't get taught in American schools.
Oh God, what propaganda are you about to throw on me? What conspiracy theory?
The real reason we won is because of the migrants. No, the real reason we won is because France sent their entire army to help us, because France and England are mortal enemies. So the United States. Now listen.
The men are petty as fuck.
Petty as fuck.
They never forget anything, and then the second they'll be like, "I'm your friend," and then the second you're vulnerable, they go, "Actually, don't text me, don't call me. I'm with the U.S. now."
Yeah, exactly. So here, let me just explain to you in muy rapido the fucking tea and the drama very quickly. I can explain 100 years real quick. So the colonies, 13 colonies, we want our independence, right? We want to be independent and free and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah, like-
which is kind of also not even the truth, but that's another episode.
Neo.
But let's just say that they want the freedom. We fight the mighty British. We're losing. Benjamin Franklin is in France. The ambassador, he's one of the ambassadors to the King Louis XVI at the time. He's the ambassador. He is having sex with all King Louis's mistresses.
And this is before or after he invented the light.
Thomas Edison.
Got it.
Okay. So,
I
so
was testing you.
old white guys, they all look the same. so
energy.
Benjamin Franklin, there's a battle in the war called the Battle of Saratoga, shout out upstate New York, which is the turning point of the war because we actually, for real, actually did somehow out our fucking ass beat the British in this battle. But it got back to Benjamin Franklin, and Benjamin Franklin told King Louis, listen, we're beating the shit out of the British, which is, survey says, that's a lie. We're beating the shit out of the British, but he told King Louis they had the same mistress. They had this mistress that King Louis used to bang and Benjamin Franklin used to bang, and Louis loved her. So Benjamin Franklin said, get me a meeting with the king. Tell them about me. I have big news on the Americans. So he gets a meeting with the king and he says, listen, we just won this Battle of Saratoga. You now, as France, the French people, what do you love more than anything? Beating the shit out of the British. Send your entire army.
Wait. So a girl did this.
A girl did this.
Okay, continue.
A girl whispered.
A girl literally was like, can you guys just like talk to each other?
Yes.
Because my pussy's so tight. Let's
Yeah,
unite.
exactly. Yes. Just love it. I love getting railed by the both of you, but like figure it out.
She's like, can you just win the war? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So here's my man Benny Frank. So
Yeah.
they send their entire army.
He looks like the positive potato.
He does look like a positive potato. So France wins. So France comes, we win. We win our independence from the British.
Yeah.
And we really technically did. The British, yes, they did quit, but they were kind of more like, just take your fucking country. We don't care anymore.
Yeah, the admin was too much. They were like, we actually can't even manage so
But
many.
then France, but here's how shit goes. Then France, because they sent all their soldiers and their money to the United States, they then have their own war, the French Revolution. They wind up cutting off the king and queen, King Louis and Marie Antoinette's head for this. So then that in turn caused resentment back to the United States.
Oh.
Then there's a second war, the War of 1812, that the British try to actually win. France doesn't even want to get involved anymore. And then fast forward to the 1865, the British were this fucking close as payback for the Revolutionary War. They were this close, like a day away from Britain was going to send their entire army to back the Confederate army.
Who told you this?
Books.
Continue.
To back the Confederate army. At the very last minute, they decided not to. And if that would have happened, then this United States that we know would have been a basically British-run Confederate slave state.
So you would have had a sick accent.
Yeah. I would have had a sick accent, and the people working on this podcast wouldn't look like Vito and John.
Not a fucking Guidos. One last question.
Yes.
Do you think war is like cheugy? Like war, like the whole like fighting for land in 2024, like killing people for land feels like very old school.
Yes.
Should we do like diss tracks instead?
War is so Sigma, not Riz.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we
Do you know
do
what
diss
cheugy
tracks?
means?
Do I know what?
Do you know what cheugy means?
Cheugy? No.
Cheugy is describe something unfashionable, out of date, trying too hard to be
Yes.
trendy. I think wars are like so out
Wars
of
are
date.
so cheugy,
They're
yeah.
cheugy. And I think we should do rap battles. Like we should be like,
Yes.
France is not like us. France
It's
is
not like, yeah.
France
Yes.
doesn't have air conditioning. France is not like us.
Yes, I think so too.
And because you just have to rhyme and
That's
be
what-
kind of cunty.
That's all you gotta do.
And then you win the war and no one gets hurt. But
Yeah.
like, I would argue diss tracks are more hurtful than like
for
killing
real.
people.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that, or go back old school. Have the president of the United States and the president of China just go a 10-pace duel.
Yes.
Alexander Hamilton style.
Even like a YouTube boxing match.
Why not? That'd be
Like,
awesome.
And like Logan Paul and
Sure.
we get their dumbest YouTuber and
Yeah.
they battle it out.
I like it. War is so cheugy, not Sigma, not Riz.
No. Also like the fact, why do guys know so much about wars? Like it's so weird to me.
Because it's cool Because you know why I know a lot about wars? Because like I would never
You know,
like.
your wars is my reality TV. You're
Right.
just talking about the drama of men fighting.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, and then did you see Teresa on Housewives came after Danielle?
Yeah.
And they thought that they were like an alliance and they weren't. It's the same thing.
It's the same shit. Yeah, Jasmine knows so much about wars now because we've been together for
Poor
10 years.
Jazz. She doesn't deserve that.
She doesn't want to know.
She doesn't want to know about wars. She
What do
doesn't
you
want to know dates. She's trying to raise your child.
Yeah,
And you're telling her about the War of 1812.
yeah. Well, Teddy Roosevelt. I told you about Teddy Roosevelt. How you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Teddy Roosevelt. He annexed Puerto Rico and made it a U.S. Commonwealth.
I just learned a new war thing this week that blew my mind. The Battle of the Bulge, where like the German soldiers saw that the Americans were sending cake, and they were like, if the Americans have the ability to send fresh cake, which means they're refrigerating it all the way from like Boston to Germany, we're going to lose this war.
Yep.
They have no concept of defeat.
That's it. That and do you know why? Do you know why in World War II why the Germans
No.
came out fucking crushing everybody?
Because
France.
they were on heroin.
They were on crystal meth, but the Blitzkrieg, all that, the German war machine. But one of the part, other than like the military
He
part.
can't keep up with the Googling.
No, listen to this. This is a true. So Dunkirk. So France. There was the #1 army in World War II. They were #1. They were the United States.
Yeah.
France had a policy, okay, because they were so good. They let their soldiers drink wine. They let them have prostitutes in the camps. There was raging. What is that, Jazz? Is that the toaster oven? Yeah. Okay. She's heating up an empanada. Even if it's not even anything that she makes, I'm like, is that an empanada? She's like, it's French toast, asshole. But so
That was your warning that she wants you to leave. She's
yeah,
like,
seriously.
you guys are redundant.
Yeah, she's like, Chris, she told me when the toaster oven goes out, you get the fuck out of my house. You take your shit. And
So France, I know about Dunkirk because Harry Styles was in it.
and I know about it because Tom Hardy was in it. That's my guy.
Wait, I love Tom Hardy too.
Love Tom Hardy, my
Tiny,
short
though,
king.
Tiny.
Short king.
You don't talk about it.
Short king. But in my dreams
the
he's
same
tall.
taste.
Yes. Yeah. And so I know, like, I would love to you study my wet dream and Hannah's wet dream. It's the same wet dream. And so short king, but God, whatever. But so Riz. So
47.
but they
and
had
British.
Oh my God, he's 1 year younger than Dez.
Yeah, baby.
So France, they had rampant STDs going through their camp, and they literally physically were like ill. Where Germans were coming in, no prostitutes, no alcohol, so they were coming in sober, on meth, horny as fuck.
Sober on meth.
Sober on meth. Yes, that's the name of this episode. Sober on meth. So killing. They killed everybody,
Yep.
and then they literally the generals were like, get the prostitutes out, get the alcohol out. We have to beat these guys. They're about to take over the fucking world. They have rock hard cocks and they're on meth. So that's how that is true.
Also, imagine the men have one job. It's like win the war, but they can't stop like fucking prostitutes
Yeah.
and they lose. Like,
Yeah.
get it together.
Even Joseph Hooker, the term hooker comes from
Yeah.
a Civil War general because he had hookers that would come into his camps. But you know what porn was back then? Every single Civil War, they would add, it was like more important than like a crazy killer. No, they wanted an artist because they would draw women. They would, because there were no women around, so they would draw these like voluptuous women and make like 20 copies and just give them to the guys and let them spank their fucking monkeys onto their bayonets.
What do you think about the whole Abraham Lincoln being gay? Have you guys talked about
So
that?
I did a history video on this 4 years ago. I knew that he was gay. I did the top 5. Go to youtube.com/Christy Comedy. Put in top 5 gay presidents. You're going to find Abraham Lincoln. You're going to
Yeah.
find President James Buchanan was the real gay. So you're going to find I know about all the gays. And do I believe he was gay? I don't think that being gay or not. See, we label right now. We're a labeling society. Back then, they didn't label. They didn't care about your sexuality. If Abraham Lincoln would have been known to be a guy, that would not factor into them voting or not voting for him.
or was it
That's-
like gladiator shit? Like, I
Yes.
need to
I
feel
need to
more
fuck a guy.
manly.
I'm banging a guy in the ass because I love him. And he's my man. He's my friend.
I do think they must have all, the guys are fucking each other at war all the time.
Well, so we've talked about this on the pod before, but you know who the Sacred Band of Thebes is?
No.
So the Sacred Band of Thebes.
It didn't hit my algorithm.
Smart. It's about to. The amount of
My
gay
poor
shit you're about to
phone.
get on your phone
My
is,
phone.
and Des gonna be like, "What is this from?" You're like, "I did Chris's pod." So it happens. So the Sacred Band of Thebes was they fighting like an elite Spartan fighting force, like the elite of elite soldiers. They believed the night before a battle they would all have sex with each other because they believed that they all have wives at home. They believed that if I had sex with the man next to me and I fell in love with him, that when I'm fighting the enemy tomorrow, I will defend a man that I love more than I will offend a man I don't.
I feel like that's one gay dude in the group that was like, hey, I heard that if we fall in love with each other. And the guy's like, that sounds good,
Yeah, Jazz has heard this story a million times. She's like, just tell me you're gay. Stop trying to tell me you're not gay. You're just a Greek warrior.
You have to, your openers, you're like, we have to fuck because you have to love me so much to warm up the crowd the right way for me to do my hour properly.
Yeah, I was at all those Diddy parties, not as a participant.
Wait, you're
I was like,
so jealous you weren't invited to get Diddy'd.
I was like, hello, what about Sacred Band of Thieves night?
Before every podcast, Chris tells us we're going to war.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds.
And then I look at them, and I look at them both,
Did
and they
you
know
watch
what's
the
up.
Menendez?
No,
You have to watch it.
All right,
You have to watch it tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight, and then I'm gonna kill my parents.
The Diddy stuff, though, it is. I understand how you feel because you're like, are you not Diddy's type? Like he must have seen your videos at some point. Like he watched Guy Code,
and
he probably knew Pete Davidson, and he 100%. Saw you, and an invite never came. That's how I feel about like murderers. Sometimes you're like, or like. He never chose me. Like I've never been kidnapped once.
Nothing. Yeah. And
not
why?
even a.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe it's the body ratio or like I give a certain energy that isn't.
Yeah.
So some of these girls, I'm like, oh, she got picked.
She got picked. Yeah.
She got picked.
What am I? I got picked by a fucking Chinese. I got picked by a man who's famous in Ireland, born in Flushing, and only speaks Chinese. Like, what am I doing? What? Jazz has something to say. You sure? Oh wow, you're just listening in.
Wait,
well, if you want to listen in,
favorite
it's $5.
It's $5.
$5. That's how Dad sells his merch after DVD. $5.
Did you see Costco to make a statement about the Diddy situation?
Did they?
Yeah.
What they have to say that we don't sell baby oil. Because Diddy's lawyers claim that like he was spending $1,000 a month on baby oil or something.
Yeah. What I honestly, truthfully have thought, this is like real. I don't like this happened about a week ago. For the first 2 or 3 days after this happened, when I woke up, I mean, the second my feet hit the floor, I thought about what a nightmare Diddy's life must be. This guy is a billionaire living the life. And now when he wakes up in that prison cell, because he's probably having dreams like, oh, I'm still like, he must wake up some days and be like, this is a nightmare. And then like, no. You know, he's bunking with Samuel Bankman-Friedman, the crypto guy. That's his cellmate.
See, I don't like that. I don't like two entrepreneurs together.
Yeah, because they'll figure out a way.
Come up with some like freak off Bitcoin deal.
If Trump wins the presidency, day one he's going to pardon Diddy, and then Baron Trump is going to come out covered in lube at a turkey trot like that. Woo, freak off.
Yo, what would you choose? Epstein's Island or freak off?
Freak off. 100%.
I don't like being trapped on an island. Freak off, at least you can like get out.
Dude, freak off. Are you kidding me? A chance to blow Justin Bieber? I'm in.
Do you think Justin's going to speak out eventually?
I think yes, and I honestly think that when he got paralyzed in the face last year, I think that was Diddy trying to shut his fucking mouth.
Wait, no one talks about how he just went paralyzed in the face, and everyone's like, "That sucks."
And then Diddy, and then a month later, Diddy's getting arrested. I think he tried to. It is wild. I mean, it is wild.
I don't trust guys with that facial hair. Like the whole just the chin.
Yeah, I don't like that.
At least make it a goatee and be like an old Jewish man.
Yes, he looks like a conquistador.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Thank you.
I don't like that at all.
And then Justin Bieber at that time had the standard number 7 from Supercuts. That was just a standard bowl cut. I used to get it. Shout out my mom. Shout out Ridgewood.
Poor Justin.
All right. What about you? So by the way, love the special.
The pod?
Love the special. I watched it in the sauna.
Did you actually watch it?
I watched it in the sauna, and she was like, Jasmine goes, what girl are you laughing at? I was like, it's Hannah Berner. I'm sweaty liking her jokes. And then Jazz, you watched her special as well, right? Didn't you watch it? Did you not watch it?
It's her
I thought
homework.
you and I watched it. I'm sorry. I thought that you watched it after me. Whose girl? You watched a female special.
There's only one female special out right now, so.
That's it, just Hannah. Yeah.
I was the only one, so I don't know who she's been watching. Now I'm getting jealous. I'm like, what other female comic are you watching?
Yeah.
We're fighting over Jazz's attention.
But yeah, would love the special. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you for appreciating my art.
Sure. Of course.
My art form.
We posted it.
Oh.
Girl.
I missed it.
Girl.
Bad now.
Well,
Why?
it's still up. It's still up.
I really thought, okay.
Watch it. Now
I mean,
I'm reading
it's
you,
for
I
you.
love you or something.
Stop your
Hannah is, and she also did these great videos on the field with the Mets. She threw out a first pitch. She did a video on the field with the Mets. I've thrown out 3 first pitches on the Mets. Never been asked to be on the field.
Wait.
Yeah, I've thrown out multiple first pitches for the Mets. Never got once got. Actually, no. What am I talking about? I did interview.
What are you
I did, and then I got banned from it. Okay, sorry.
You ruined it for everyone.
I forgot it. I was actually in the dugout interviewing players, and that was the first and last time they allowed anyone to do that because I asked Pete Alonso about his butthole.
And you tickled him.
Yes, and I tickled him.
I do have to say, this was drama because as a New Yorker, and I told Des, I said, don't fucking say a word. I grew up half Yankees, half Mets.
Right.
Because my
Bisexual.
Jewish side was Mets. I'm fluid. And
You're fluid with baseball.
I also grew up with like the Yankees were like so good in the 90s and like Derek Jeter's beautiful.
Gorgeous man.
What was a girl to do? So, but I've been very into the Mets since being with Des. Like that's all we watch.
Des is a big Mets fan.
Huge.
Right.
And he's been so supportive of my career and everything.
This has to kill him.
I got
like,
DM.
my wife is
he
fucking...
He basically was like, you're not even a fucking real Mets fan.
Yeah.
And now you're getting a full... And he's like, I support everything
You're like, what do you want
to
to do, Des? What do you want to talk to them in Chinese? Shut the fuck up.
But also, the fucking... They tell you can't get to the top of the mound. You're not allowed to sit on... You have to... So, and they were like, just throw in front of the mound. And I'm like, I'm not a pussy. I'm standing on the... Like, I have a good throwing arm.
Right.
Because it's like a tennis serve. And I go, I'm going on the mound, but just the front. It is so slanted.
Mm-hmm.
So then you feel like off. And I got scared.
But you did good. You made it over home plate, right?
Yes, I did it. But I was... It feels like... Have you ever golfed?
And you're glowing. You do look good. You look good.
No,
you got to be happy that you look good in that.
The lighting...
Because if the lighting sucked and you like didn't look good, this would be so bad. But you look good. You look like your best self there.
You're like, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
this is...
Yeah, I've seen you look like absolute shit.
I was throwing it to Des.
Oh my God. Look at Des. Can't even crouch down because of his ACL. Aw.
No.
He looks like he's shitting on a Chinese toilet.
He says it's better. So yeah, I had to change my footwork.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
I practiced a little. I was taking it very seriously.
No, you did great.
Because I didn't want to 50 Cent it.
No, you didn't. Well, you nailed it. But you really, that was actually one of the best first pitches I've seen from the mound. Even I didn't go from the mound.
This is the thing, though, because I wanted to prove myself. But these actors and musicians, they can't throw.
They can't
so
throw
I was
shit.
like, this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
I tried to do a little footwork thing, but then I realized I'm on a slant.
Yeah.
If you see, I'm going to like, well, first I was doing my breath work.
Right.
Then I had to change the strategy. Right. I had to call an audible.
You went into like there was a runner on second base.
Yes, I balked.
You balked. Yeah, you committed 3 crimes.
3 crimes.
Yeah.
So,
but you nailed it. And I would say, I mean, when did you throw out this first pitch?
A couple weeks ago.
The Mets have been the best team in baseball since Hannah thrown out the first pitch. Is that a fact, Vito?
Yeah, they've been doing good since then.
Yeah. Vito is the one who's responsible for bringing Grimace Mania to the Mets. Vito orchestrated that, and they are the best team in baseball since Grimace came in.
Who knew everything starts with Vito?
Literally, it starts and ends with Vito.
Hannah did my podcast when she came to City Field.
I did. Yes. I did his pod.
So that's great. Vito's my podcast producer. I've thrown out the first pitch, never interviewed the players. Vito's one of my close friends, never been on his pod.
Are you a Yankee
All
fan?
I've gotten is a shirt.
Are you a Yankee fan? That's why.
Next question. All right, you want me to be honest with you? I'm not, and whatever, Jasmine, I can feel Jasmine looking at me.
You're being defensive.
I feel Jasmine looking at me because she says this. She's like, I don't know who. The only team that's have been consistent is we're New York Giants fans, we're New York Knicks fans. We've been Islanders fans, we've been Rangers fans, we've been Yankees fans, we've been Mets fans.
The Yankees just told you to go fuck yourself.
That's basically it.
Wait, they don't let you throw out first pitch?
No.
You heard the story he told a few minutes ago. They told him to go fuck himself.
The Yankee ticketing people.
All of the Yankee ticketing.
Where my daughter is. My daughter's at Yankee Stadium right now.
Go to the Mets recently in the owner suite?
Yes. So that's the thing with the Mets.
They're so nice.
I've become friends with the family that owns the Mets. And Josh, Josh, my boy.
They're so nice.
So, like Josh.
Alex, the mom, she's
they're the
fucking
best.
great.
So I'm like, how do I not love this fucking team? The family that owns it, it treats us like we're one of them.
And also, like, they're just these nice guys that have been trying to get respect for so long, And
I genuinely have more fun at Citi Field than any other. I went to Mets Phillies 2 weeks ago with Dr. Luke, and we literally, Frankie Munoz, and we literally had the best time. What the Mets do at games when they turn down the lights and they do like a light show. Even when we got invited to the Yankee game today, and my daughter was like, "Oh, are they playing the Mets?" And I was like, "No," and she was like, "I'm not going then." She was like, I only want to go watch the Mets." My daughter instilled in her is a Mets fan.
I love that for her. Also, I'm a huge Knicks fan.
Oh, Knicks I can't ever support
but
the Nets.
I do have
the
to
Knicks
say,
are unwavering.
Wait, no, I lied. I was a huge Nets fan.
Because you're from Brooklyn.
I was obsessed. But no, before, like, Jason Kidd,
Oh, yeah.
Kerry Kittles, I had a huge crush on Kenya Martin.
Sure.
I was going through a phase.
Love
the bad
it.
boy.
You like guys with Tourette's?
I love guys with Tourette's. Like, you know, when they're so tough and
You
he's
love
dunking,
yeah.
and then he goes in the interview and he's like, he's struggling through it, but he's strong and he's doing it.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit.
You're like the Nets. You're like Jason Kidd beats his wife. Kenya Martin has Tourette's. That's my team.
That's my team. And they were amazing. I love them. But now I'm fucking with the Knicks more.
Yeah.
We should do a double date.
Yes.
Me, Des, you, Jazz,
Amazing.
Knicks, courtside. Let's go.
Love it.
We have to lean in because these other fucking people going to these Knicks, they're not real New Yorkers.
No.
And we need to take their seats.
Yes, we need to take their fucking seats. I go to the Knicks. Yeah, that's me sitting next to Phil Collins.
I've seen you've gotten
Look at
some,
me fucking.
You've gotten some good screen time.
Got some good screen time. That's me mid sneeze. I'm literally mid sneeze with Phil Collins.
Look at your little knees together.
Look at that. That's one of my cop friends who's the group circle. There's me and my dad.
I
Tampa
brought
Tony.
my dad.
Yep. You want to talk about someone who looks special? Look at Tampa Tony. I mean, that looks like John's dad. I mean, that guy looks. He looks short bus in that pic. Yo. That picture is.
Why is the thing on the left?
It
Chris
looks like I took somebody from an adult daycare to a fucking game.
Distefano bombs on the Jumbotron is the thing to the left. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I bombed on the Jumbotron.
How do you
bad.
bomb a Jumbotron?
So that picture, so Phil Collins, the picture that you see of me, they put Phil Collins up on the Jumbotron, played In the Air Tonight, and the crowd gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
And then they put the camera down and then put me on the Jumbotron, and you could hear a pin drop, and my dad just slowly rubbed my back and told me it was going to be okay because I was getting pure silence except one person. People think I make this up, but the only thing you heard was from upper deck, somebody goes, "Who the fuck is that?" And
That's the most New York shit I ever
Yeah.
heard. Who the fuck is that?
So, but now when but I don't know what's worse because that search. But now they'll put me on the Jumbotron and people will go 9/11. They start yelling 9/11. Where the Knicks were like, "You got it. We don't know what to do." Because they go 9/11.
They just start yelling bomb.
They're like security.
9/11 dad guy.
9/11 dad guy. That's the
Yeah.
name of my next special.
Hell yeah.
Do you think Chris looks like Harrison Bader?
Harrison Bader if he got like beat up.
Right.
Like a tougher Harrison Bader.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's like tougher. You have a stronger forehead.
Do you even think I'm handsome, Jazz? Are you just like? I feel like sometimes Jazz is like, I don't even know why I'm with this guy.
I love that strong forehead. That's a nice.
My
way to
forehead
say
looks
you have a
bigger
big
because I'm wearing
ass.
Delilah's headband. No? She is my daughter. You know what? Why it's good though? I have a big head. Jasmine has a
you
small
have
head.
similar eyes to him. You guys actually
Yeah.
do look. You look like his older brother who
does.
like. The dad was
Yeah.
like, "Don't become him."
But here's the thing: Jasmine's head. I have a big head, but Jasmine has a small head. Look, I'll show you Jasmine's head. I'm going to send you this right now.
Who do you like better, Jasmine or Delilah?
As a person,
Like their values.
Who do I like better? I don't know. Who do I like better?
I don't know. You tell me. Delilah.
Well, you're the same person. No, you're the same person. You're like the same exact person. She said you.
Delilah, but she's your daughter.
You say Delilah's like me. I say Delilah's like you. Here, this is a picture of Jasmine with her small head.
What?
It's too small. Even the picture's too small. It's grainy, Beetlejuice, small head. Harrison Bader, though. Jasmine doesn't think I look like Harrison
Because
Bader.
this wasn't like anything we came up with last year when we were at the Bernie Williams thing. Before Harrison Bader was on the Mets, all the former Yankees were saying to him,
That
"You
he
look
looks
like Harrison
like-
Bader."
And I got a shirt that says I slept over Harrison Bader's house, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. And Jazz wore it to bed 2 nights ago. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, you look like Harrison Bader's older brother.
Yeah.
Older brother who didn't do good at school.
Right. I look like I'm like Harrison Bader's older brother who could be deaf.
You love saying that.
I love Theo. That was a great joke Theo Vaughn had on me, I thought. Jazz, can we eat the leftover food from last night? I want the fettuccine Alfredo with grilled chicken, but Vito can't have it because his foot will blow off.
I don't want to have your $300 pasta.
Dude, there's Astoria, that deli Compton's. Vito sent me to Remember we had those sandwiches? Yo, I got that egg everything with the you want to talk? That's worth the gout.
Yeah, that thing is wild.
That's worth, dude. You will eat that shit. If that had so much sodium, you would eat that shit. You look like Stephen Hawking after one bite. You'd be fucked up.
Wait, but you could get out of plans now. You could be like, I'm having a gout flare up.
Yeah,
Seriously.
but nobody wants to say that. Like my wife was like, you know, with the gout, you could probably get a handicap placard. You could park anywhere. And I was like, I'm not going down that route.
Do it. Lean
Do
in.
it. Lean into it.
No.
I like your wife. She knows. She knows how to play the rules.
Yeah.
you know.
She's like, at least if you're gonna be the way you are, get a parking spot.
You guys are going on vacation. She's like, Vito, please don't eat chicken. We have to go hiking in Tuscany. All right, Hannah, where can people see you? What's everything
Check
about?
me out on Netflix. We write at dawn. Also, if you like giggling with Chris, listen to Giggly Squad. If you like Italians, me and Paige DeSorbo.
Well, I want to. Do you do guests?
We only like certain people, but Paige likes you because you're Italian.
So I don't know. Do I count? Am I certain or not?
So we'll see.
Wow.
We'll
so that's
see.
a no.
No, we're gonna do something with you. But
Okay.
like last time we had a guest on, the Gigglers got mad at us.
Why did
Because
they
we
get
don't
mad?
have guests. You know what it feels like when you're about to hang out with your friend, and then last second they're like, by the way, so and so is gonna be there, and you're like, what the fuck?
You know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do a Chrissy pop up, and I'll just pop up for 5 minutes like an ad,
I would love that.
and I'll come in, I'll talk shit, and then I'll leave.
So you're supporting women in comedy.
I do support women in comedy. I literally support women in comedy. I mean, I do a show with Mateo.
I knew you were gonna say that. No, I love this because I feel like you are a girl's girl.
Yes. No, I do.
Jazz, do you think he's a girl's girl?
Definitely.
No.
Yeah, I think the girls would love you because they're sarcastic and
Yes.
they like to gossip and they're smart.
I support women in comedy. One of my favorite comedians and Jasmine's favorite comedians, Jessica Kierson. We are big Jessica Kierson fans.
She's not a woman in comedy.
Oh, why? Les? Got it. Well, we support dykes in comedy. And
No, Jessica's the shit. Shout out to
Jessica's the shit.
Jessica.
I really loved your special. Nikki Glazer is like at the top. I think there's plenty of women in comedy now who are great. Who are
you.
great. Yeah, they really are. They're good.
Thank
Oh,
you.
with your little comedy girls.
Thank you.
Oh, look
Thank
at how
you.
cute it is with
You
your
go,
little
sometimes
jokes.
women make jokes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's good, hon. It's good, and it's amazing that how they can do that and be mothers and cook and clean and amazing.
I've literally never cleaned, but or cooked. He's so happy.
That's Violet.
Oh,
Wait, how many do you have? 3 now?
3.
Okay, who's your favorite
Full
of the 3?
house.
What cute names though?
Tristan, Delilah, and Violet. Good names.
That's
Is
your
it?
favorite. Yes.
No. Maybe. You know what it is? It's not that. It's just I feel Delilah. It's very difficult having the personality that she had. She's got a lot of energy. She wants to get her ideas out. That's how I was.
Yes.
And sometimes it's
You're
not.
connected.
You're very misunderstood as a kid, and I feel she has it. So I sympathize with her
Yeah.
because I know that her brain's just like this.
Yeah.
And I felt that way my whole life. Yes,
Neurodivergent.
exactly.
I thought she was gonna get me fired
She still might.
on the press conference microphone.
Yo, so they have. How about this? So they have. Vito sets it up. He tell that Grimace. The Grimace is going to be at the Mets game. So Delilah loves Grimace. So we set it up. We go in the 3rd inning. First of all, she was asking me every minute of the game. She's like, as soon as we meet Grimace, she goes, I want to meet Grimace, get sushi, and go. So I was like,
Obsessed with her.
damn. So, dude, she was 4 years old in Montauk.
Well,
I
she
was-
has stuff to do.
Yeah, she has stuff to do. She was, she's like a little kid. She's like, oh, the waitress is like, do you want like chicken fingers or whatever? She goes, I'll have a lobster roll and a club soda. And I was like, damn. And so I had to pay $40 for this kid's fucking meal that she took one bite of and threw on the floor.
No, she has good taste.
She doesn't care. So anyway, so we're going with Grimace. We meet Grimace in where the Mets do their press conference,
Yes.
right? Vito sets it all up. It's awesome. We take these pictures with Grimace. Grimace is doing like his thing.
His
He's
thing,
awesome.
yeah. I love a mascot.
Beautiful. Take the pictures. Then Grimace goes to he came out of an office, goes to open the door back and just sit in his office. He doesn't have to deal with this crazy
wants to
little
smoke a
9-year-old.
cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. Take the helmet off, smoke a cigarette. The door is locked. So now Grimace is just, I could see him just slowly
Grimacing.
turning around. And then you see Delilah like this. Just like
got him where I want
now
him.
it's Delilah, Grimace, me, and Vito locked in a room together for like another 20 minutes. Delilah gets on where the Mets do their press conference from on the microphone and starts asking Grimace a million questions. Starts playing the Grimace birthday song. She made him do that dance 3 times. Back on a loop. The Grimace birthday, she danced. She's like, dance for me, clown.
He finally felt a job that he liked, and after that night, he was like, I have to go become a yoga teacher.
Yeah, and then by the way, Delilah is saying all these funny, cute things. The microphone goes through the whole bottom of the stadium. She's saying all these funny, cute things, and then out of nowhere, the last thing she goes, suicide. And because it's like a word she heard, and walks away, and Vito's like this.
Do you ever feel jealous of like you'll never get the hilarious timing of a kid that says something out of pocket?
It's so
like
funny.
I'll never be that funny.
No.
Saying suicide.
Yeah.
I mean, we all laughed, and then immediately I like looked out. And I was like, "Oh God,
Oh, yeah, we're getting fired." Somebody's like, "Who's got the kid up on the microphone?" Vito Khaleesi.
That's when you go, I don't know that kid. I've never seen that kid in my life.
Chris starts walking up, goes, "All right, nobody's laughing. No, nobody's laughing now. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude, Delilah's she's so what does Riz mean again?
Charisma.
She's so Riz. She signs her like every other kid writes their name like Chris Peterson, whatever. She signs all her tests DelilahD.com. Not even a website that exists, but that's they have to tell us. Can she write Delilah Distefano? She writes DelilahD.com. That's my name.
She's building a brand.
She's
for herself.
literally building a brand.
She sees the future, and she's the Gary V of her generation.
Yeah. She told me the other day, I always wake her up with I'll go where's Delilah? Where is Violet? There they are. And I'll make up a whole little song in the morning. And I was beginning, and I was like, where's Delilah? And she called me up. She goes, Dad, not today. Seriously, not today. I couldn't sleep because my sister was kicking me all night, and she had her eyes closed, she couldn't deal with it. She's like, not today. She goes, get me my gym uniform, lay it out. I want a smoothie. Not today. And then I just had
not until I have my orange juice. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Till I have my juicy juice.
Yeah, seriously. And then I just come down the stairs all sad. And then Jazz was like, what happened? I was like, Delilah told me to just get out of her room and make her a smoothie. So I was like,
my dad used to torture me. He would just come in. He learned about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing.
What's that?
I think that was some white people shit where it's called the countdown, where if you want the kid to do something, you count down,
right?
And if he gets to 1, you're in trouble,
right?
And you never want him to get to 1.
Got
so he would just be like, wake up, 5, 4, that's how I woke up.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like 3.5, 3 3/4, but he would do it for stupid shit. He'd be like, can you get me the remote? And I'd be like, no. And he'd be like, 5. And I'm like, Dad, you're not allowed to do the countdown for getting you over the remote. It's supposed to be if I'm having a freaking out or something. So he would abuse it all the time when my mom wasn't around. And then when she was around, he wouldn't do it. So anyway, just be careful of the power you yield as a father.
As a father, yeah.
He also would tell me that he would eject me from, I'm figuring out so much about why I am the way I am. The car has the eject button.
Yeah.
He'd be like, if you keep it up, I'm going to eject you. Obviously, I've never seen a kid ejected, but I was not going to fuck around and find out.
Yeah, right.
And it seems logical. You press the eject
what
button.
What car hasn't an eject button?
Back then, eject was for you put in the tape.
Oh, eject.
Not to age myself.
I thought you meant a fucking, I was like, this guy driving a
but
fucking
it literally
F-16?
Was eject sounded like
it did.
It did what it did. And I was like, I'm not getting ejected today. Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
There's a gang of Venezuelan migrants walking past the house.
When we were here before the Pitbull concert, we came in to do something with you. I said hi to her. We spoke for a second. And then at the Pitbull concert, she came up to me and was like, hello. And I was like, hi. And she goes, do we not say hello to people anymore when we see them? And I was like,
I'm obsessed with her.
I was like, I saw you at your house 20 minutes ago. She was like, doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her attitude. I'm so scared of her.
She literally... She's the funniest kid ever. I mean, I don't want to just sit here and praise my kid. I know that's very annoying, but she does do things that other kids don't do.
It's really fun. I was terrified of her the first time I met her.
When are you going to start her on a podcast?
Day one of her new school, she goes, introducing me she's like, oh, this is my friend, whatever. And then she's like to the girls' dad, she goes, oh, this is my dad, Chris, Comedy Central, Netflix. I was like, oh shit.
She goes, you've seen him on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
You've seen him on Guy Code 10 years ago, but
Yeah.
was one of the best guys.
Yeah.
He did have a couple pilots that were in the works.
Yes, Chrissy pilots. So she,
Are you going to start her on a podcast when
So
she's
we
like 11?
used to, the old show when we were doing it for Staten Island, we would have the Delilah show, but it was just for us. It was just for like the family.
Yeah.
But Homeless Pimp, who used to run the podcast, sent me and Jazz the old videos that he found of her from when she's like 4, like no 2 front teeth, like literally.
Yeah.
I was her first guest on the Delilah D Show,
so cute.
and she's like asking me these questions I'm trying to answer, and she's like, "Back to you." I'm like, "There's no back. We're just here."
It's hard because you don't want to monetize your child, but then also like
Yeah. No, but see,
if she's talented.
she's a talented kid, but we are waiting. She wants like her YouTube and all that, so we let her have like a private one. We don't want to. I used to post Delilah before I realized that like social media is like this thing that can get away from us all. And, like
Yes.
she's not even consenting to this. She's too
Yeah,
little.
yes.
This is private, so we have a private social media that we post all her stuff on, but it's only friends and family. You want to request it? I'll give you the number. I'll give you the name. You can get in. You will. Well, you have to go through counsel. Jasmine has to look through all your stuff
It's
and
like a
approve.
co-op.
Yeah, you have to be like, what about this post from September 13th, 2024? I don't like it. So, but
Jazz
we
is her momager.
right, momager, exactly. So, but we have. She's so good on these like podcasts. She's so like naturally funny. She told me last summer. She was like, She told me. She was like, I was like, comedy. I was like, I don't want to go on the road forever. You know, I hate being away from you kids, whatever. And she's like, Dad, obviously, when I make it big, you'll open for me. And I was like,
Wait, I'm obsessed with her.
damn, my old ass is going to be out there being like, please welcome my daughter.
I want my dad to put together like a type 5 or 10 so bad because my dad's hilarious.
Right.
But he's a sales guy. Like
Right.
he doesn't know anything he's selling. He's just making people laugh
Right.
and hoping they're like, I want to work with him.
Right.
But he won't get it together
Yeah.
to do comedy. He's like, that's not my thing. And I'm
That's-
like, that's where do you think I know everything I know?
It's from them. Nate Bargatze has such a beautiful
Yeah.
career. He has his dad, who's a magician, come open for him at these massive arenas. I'm like, that's awesome. And he has his daughter throughout all her specials.
I love that.
Has said, please welcome to the stage.
It's so fucking
Nate Bargatze.
cute.
I was like, that's a good idea.
Well, you want
have
to bring your family up.
We have something similar in pictures. We take like the same, if I do like a big New York show, we take a picture with the family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our little version of it. But what Nate does is cool.
Yeah, my claim to fame is my dad grew up with Colin Quinn in Park
Nice.
Slope. And Giannis, shout out Giannis.
Shout out
Park
Giannis,
Slope.
Papas.
So, but
Also a man with a very small head. If him and Jasmine ever had a baby, it would look like it had Zika.
But anyway, my dad grew up and like Colin was just like he was obsessed with SNL and like my dad was playing basketball and
Yeah.
Colin was like busy like doing arts well he was like
Well, to the
bombing in
neighborhood
Times
being
Square.
gay.
Yeah. And Colin was like the guys because they were good at
Yeah.
basketball, and so it's cool to. I was like, Dad, you could have been Colin,
Right.
but you played basketball every
it's-
day, and you're a short white guy. So
Right.
he's not short. He's 5'11".
But instead, you're just sitting here with gout on 4th Avenue. All right, so Hannah's special.
Oh yeah,
Giggly Squad
Giggly
live.
Squad, check it out.
Check it out on the road. Or
We're on
off
the road too.
We're on the road,
we're
baby.
We're playing Radio City, which is fun.
Girl, we playing
and
Radio
Newark.
Ci-
If you're not into Radio City, if that's not your thing,
Go to Newark. Go to
Newark.
Radio City.
Atlantic City next weekend.
Shout out AC.
Yeah.
What venue? AC. Do we know? We
the
don't
casino.
even. Doesn't even matter.
I don't care.
HannahBerner.com. Mm-hmm. Hannah Berner.
BER.
BER, girl.
Yeah.
HannahBerner.com. All my dates. I'm sure we've
Also,
been
incels are welcome.
incels are welcome, and then the new one, voluntary incels, V-cells, or I think they're called.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they're all welcome.
They're all welcome.
They're all welcome.
However you identify.
Whatever you want. Gout.
Gout.
People with gout are
We
welcome.
have seats for the guys with the gout.
Absolutely. Amazing. Des Bishop will be out there selling squid. Thank you.